last night. We were quite naughty and brought some terrible prices, but terribly low, which is good for you. Technically terribly good. Lots and lots of awesomeness happened last night. And then I come in today to find out not only are you getting under £20 all day, so that means if you've got a budget of £20, you can get at least minimum of one treat. So anything you see you can get today basically, if you have a £20 budget. How good is that? How good is that? Normally we'd have post and packaging of only £2.95. How good is that in any one day? But today, not only do I find out under £20 day, all day, do you know what else I found out? Post and packaging is free! All day! So we're trying to make it as easy and as fun and as inexpensive as possible for you to treat yourself. That sounds like the way to go. So you wouldn't launch something brand new in a day like today, would you? When you have free post and packaging and where you have under £20 guaranteed, would you? You wouldn't launch the ultimate kit, would you? It's coming up. In fact, you know what we're going to do? In a moment, I'm going to open it for pre-order. If you don't know what that means, well, you've got to stay tuned. I've got the gorgeous Tracey Spurgin with me today. Tracey, first of all, I'm blown away with everything Tracey's made. Tracey, how much did you enjoy what you had to work with?
It's always a pleasure to work with great quality products. So yeah, it was a good day, good session. I enjoyed myself.
Oh, in this very hour, we're going to be joining Tracey, and wait till you see what we're making. A little hint of mermaids coming up at some point today as well. The prettiest leaves I think I've ever seen, all coming up in today's show. So in the 1 o'clock hour, this hour just now, and of course in 3 o'clock we'll be doing a bit more mermaidial treats in that hour. Oh my gosh, but right away I'm going to get it started off with something that I launched in June 2015. This hasn't been seen since. 94 were allocated the day I launched them, and look how many I've got for you. I have 6mm round, gorgeous, dreamy blue. We've tried to take the P and P away, and it looks like there's a little bit of a P left, but you will not be paying any P or P. No post and packaging for you today, or shipping and handling. It's free. Yay! Right, so these, genuine turquoise, 6mm in size. That colour is really intense, isn't it? It almost gives you the look of a slightly darker hue to your Sleeping Beauty turquoise, doesn't it? Because it's not got any matrix. Can you see any matrix within there? Because that's how most of us tend to recognise our Sleeping Beauty without the matrix. It is reconstituted, which means it's turquoise. It's been, I guess, almost put back together for you. Now they're already being allocated very, very quickly. Everybody who's bought one has got a multi-purchase. And that multi-purchase hasn't just been 2. First in was 3. Loving your work. Lots and lots of you, and I only have 70, which is free post and packaging. And it's guaranteed under £20. You know that, because everything is today. Diane Zentina's in as well. Quite a few of you actually who were joining me last night. So it just shows you're ready and waiting for a treat today, I think. So if you've got an order open already, normally you would just add to that order. It wouldn't cost you any more in your post and packaging, but you haven't paid that today. You won't be paying that at any point today. Nobody will be, so that's really good. And it's guaranteed under 20. So if you're happy with turquoise under 20, give me a call. I don't know how much it's going to be, but bear in mind it's not been seen for a year. In fact, over a year, because it was June last year. It was very, very naughty. Free P&P all day. £6. You could get 2.5 of these for under £20. You can't buy 2.5, but price point wise, you could spend the amount of for 2.5. Wow! If you save £20. Right, now lots of people were getting this, and that was maybe before the price came in. Well, in fact, that was before the price came in. I don't know what you could see on the web earlier. We're only looking for £6.95. Now, I launched this, as I say, in June last year, 2015. It has not been seen by anybody since. It's been hanging out in a little vault, all on its own, enjoying its space, yeah, enjoying that, and now it's time to be seen. Can you think about how much money that is just sitting in the vault technically? That's a long time to be on your own. So it needs to be shown. There can't be any left because I can't send any of these back to the vault on their own. Could you imagine that? We've been all together for a year, and then you can go back on your own. Can't let any of these be not allocated. These all need to go, and I don't think that'll be too far from sold out, actually. Thilka's in. I hope I said that right. Thikla. Hope I said that right. Sorry if I haven't in Cornwall. Lovely to see you. Angela's in. Oh, my friend went down to Cornwall for a couple of days. She had a lovely time just last week there. Margaret's in there as well. Lots of you coming through. Greater London. I was in there the other day. I was taking lots of pictures of the flowers. The flowers look beautiful in the gardens in London at the minute. Really, really nice. Like really bright, vibrant pinks and vibrant oranges, which would look great with this colour. Wouldn't it be great? Bearing in mind, Susan's in, Pamela's in, Janice is in, Claire in Greece. Wouldn't it be nice to be shopping from Greece? In fact, this is quite a Greek colour, isn't it? If you think of the houses in Greece and think of the blue paint around them, it's quite, for me, a traditional Greek house. It's got that colour, isn't it? What do you think, Tracey?
Turquoise. Turquoise is an amazing colour. Very summery, and it's a fabulous, isn't it? It just matches with so many clothes and so many things for everybody, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we need this, don't we?
Absolutely.
December's Bristol as well, so if we haven't thought of that and we thought, right, I like it, but I don't know if I've got a need for it, well, we need to treat ourselves. That's number one, so there you do. On a wonderful Wednesday. I'm not even supposed to be here, so I'm not really going to confirm these prices were anything to do with me. That's fine. Wasn't me. And at that price point, you will need to be quick because they're being allocated on a first-come, first-served basis. Under £20 all day, so you can get 2 of these, and it's only... In fact, it's not. No P&P all day. How good is that? So normally you would add £2.95 onto that, so you'd be looking at about £10. Not today. No, no, no. That is just one-off payment of £6.95. Not monthly instalments. That's not each month for 2 months or 3 months. That's just one price. How good is that? Lots and lots of you coming through. Now I've only got 8 left. It's slowing down on the counting purely because you're multi-purchasing, so it takes a wee minute for the computer to register that, so please don't rely on the on-screen quantity. We do it there just to give you an idea, but it's roughly about 8 I have left, and I've got more than 8 on the line actually. Lincolnshire, Greater London, Manchester, Essex, 4 left. The screen has crashed, I think. So wee question before we move on. Ooh, what might that be? Hi Ali. Is there any chance you can say when the new silver clay toolkit will be coming up, as I'm off to hospital soon? Thank you, from Tina and Devon. Tina, number 1, I'm sorry to hear you go off to the hospital, but number 2, I'm glad that you've asked because I'm going to do it right now. Well, I'm going to do it as a really, really quick, I'm just thinking you might work there, so you might be looking forward to going to hospital. It might be your job. I didn't think of that. Right. Most people would say I'm going to work, wouldn't they? Right, anyway. The reason I'm going to say that is because I'm going to do a pre-order now. So it's going to launch at 3 o'clock when it would normally launch, but we're going to do a wee pre-order for you now. For anyone like Tina who might be going out, we'll show it to you. I won't be able to go through it all in detail as I will at 3 o'clock, but you'll have it. Alrighty, so if that helps you, we'll get the graphics on, you'll be able to get it. Susan's in, Collector's in, Kedubia, have I said that correctly? What a cool name, Kedubia. I love that. Well done, they have been fully allocated. Congratulations to you on those, they are wonderful. Right, we're going to start off with this kit for you very, very quickly. It's just a pre-order. So what does that mean? It means I'll quickly show you what you've got. You'll get the code, you can get it, we'll put the price on, but we won't be properly launching it and showing you everything that's in it and talking through it properly until 3 o'clock when it's due to launch. Is that all right? So for any of you like Tina who might not be able to join you throughout the day, we've got throughout the rest of the day, we'll do that for you right now. All righty? You ready for this? Now this, we'll get to see how some of these tools are used because of course Tina, you had this as part, or Tracey, sorry, Tina, because I'm reading a message from Tina at the same time, sorry. Tracey, so you've had the chance to have a wee play with this as well, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I opened it up and great set of tools in there, yeah, all your basics.
Everything you need to get started with your silver clay?
Certainly. I mean, there's rollers and spacers you need to add to that, but apart from that, yeah, there's a fantastic wire brush, files, needle tool, absolutely brilliant. Tweezers in there, your burnishing tool, so all the essentials. Fantastic.
Wonderful. So you get 14 pieces in here. Really, really quickly, I'll tell you what you're getting because I can't properly launch this till later on, but the code is there if you want to pre-order. You can get it now. It's RFGX28. It's there for you. You're getting one red sable brush. You're getting the stainless steel wire brush, which is where my hand is just now. You're getting a brilliant polish cloth, the knife agate burnisher, which is right next to it. It's that one there. Yes, that is genuine agate there. That's what many of our guest designers use. You might have seen, in fact, DeBrudge using this for many of our pieces that I've seen. I know I've seen her using it, and many other guest designers as well. Tracey, of course. I've got the cleanup tool, I've got the carving tool, I've got 6 needle file set, which are all the ones in red. When you get them, they will come wrapped up and they will be in here. And of course, they're already taken out and used in the spaces. Tracey's already popped that in there for us. You've got a lightweight knife and you get a stainless steel AA tweezers. So that is the knife there. It's got a blade on it, which Tracey's popped a little bit of foam on top of to make sure you're not going to cut yourself. Or it's actually a little bit of rubber, in fact, because it is a very, very sharp knife, so please be mindful of that. So you're getting 2 different sets of tweezers, and you're actually getting a jewellery cloth in there as well. So you get cleaning cloth, you've got the plastic tweezers, which you would use more for your sort of liver of sulphur, if my memory serves me correctly. Tracey, is that correct? And then you would use your tweezers for your gems. But we'll talk about it properly when we launch it at 3 o'clock. But just so you can get it now, the code is RFGX28 and it's only £17.95. I know you're probably thinking this wouldn't be under £20, and under £20 a day with free post and packaging, but it is. I know. So at that price point, you are aware of what it is. It's available. But as I say, we will talk about it in detail. And that brush is using pony hair for anyone who's not sure, which is really quite lovely. But we'll explain all the benefits of all of these when we actually properly launch it at 3 o'clock. This is just a pre-order chance for you to get a hold of it just now. It's got 14 pieces within it. So do treat yourself. And you do get this. You do get the wrap that it comes with. The wrap that it comes with. That's obvious if it comes with it, isn't it? But you do get this wrap. So please bear that in mind as well. You don't need to find one of these groovy wraps. It'd be nice if we did that separately, wouldn't it? But the fact that it comes together is an absolute bonus. So you've got that at £17.95. I'll leave that there because that's just a wee quick heads up on it. That's your pre-order RFGX28, and we'll do it properly at 3 o'clock. But for anyone like Tina who might be going out, it's giving you a chance to maybe get a hold of it before it goes. Right, we're going to go and do the kit over with our fantastic Tracey, which I'm super excited about. In fact, will you need this kit for this particular part?
No, I'm okay.
No, we'll do it for the next one.
I've got plenty of kit here.
Well, I'll bring it just in case, because this was your one that you kindly gave to us because you already set the tools out for us because you're a superstar. If you've just tuned in for the first time, this is Tracey Spurgin. She's a fantastic designer here at Jewellery Maker. Many of you have tuned in just because she's on, and I completely agree. I would be doing the same. When it comes to silver clay, you are probably the queen of silver clay for us, I think. That's not disrespectful, meaning to be to any of our guest designers who do it, but that is sort of your main medium, isn't it, really?
It is, certainly. You know, I dedicate all my time now to working in metal clay, so yeah, it is my passion.
You can see that instantly when you look at what Tracey's been working with. I'm just going to turn that round so you can see it's just caught a little bit of the wind there. That, it's got an air conditioning vent above it, so that is a beautiful example of silver clay. Yeah, you can make this. If you're watching for the first time, it's blowing your mind. As a regular viewer, you will know that. So you have this. Now, Tracey, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to have a shot at making this.
Indeed, yes, yeah, and this is a really nice, easy beginner piece to do, really.
The beginner piece? Is that a joke?
It really is.
Okay, this is madness. This blows my mind every time. So I've got 2 parts to the kit so you can get them separately, and so we can also get them both under £20. I'm going to do the gemstone part for you. Now, the peridot we've been seeing recently, I saw some last night, and it was amazing. What did you think of the peridot when you got it home?
They're beautiful. I love green.
Yeah,
I do love green. My school uniform was green, and in those days I hated green. But as I grew older, I absolutely adore green now.
You would when it's a uniform, wouldn't you? When you're made to wear it.
Yeah, but no, anything green I love.
So you've got faceted peridot, and it's this one's Spurgin as well. So for anyone who's looking at that thinking, oh, actually, that might be quite a nice treat. It is this month's Spurgin to get as a gift for yourself or for somebody else. And if you want to make jewellery for others, then you've got these really glorious drops. I mean, they're really clean. They're actually called clear quartz. They're not white quartz, which would be lovely, but white quartz, you're expecting the odd inclusion within that, whereas these are clean, eye clean in your quartz, really quite strong in that quality of clarity there, which is really quite lovely because that means you can put it with a huge variety of other gems, but the clarity, does that make it quite nice for you to work with?
It was beautiful. In fact, as I was working with them, I could see all sorts of little rainbow colours in there as well, which were were coming through, and you know, the light from other stones bounced through them, so it was really a joy to work with. Yeah.
Oh, I want to be you. I want to work with it. I know I couldn't be you. And then, sorry, I was looking at your nails. They're ever so lovely. Sorry. Going off track a little bit. And then a metre of sterling silver chain. Wowza. Now this is the one that's got a ball every couple of centimetres, or every inch, is it roughly? It's about an inch, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks about an inch apart, yeah.
And that's sterling silver that's been rhodium plated. Now regular viewers, you'll know about rhodium plating. If you're a new viewer, it's mainly to protect the metal, of course, to any chemicals or anything might be out there that could tarnish the metal. So for example, many people get platinum bands. I know many of my friends have been fortunate enough to get engaged or married, and they've been offered the option to have rhodium plating on their platinum bands and their white gold bands as well. It doesn't usually happen to yellow gold because it's a different colour, but your rhodium plating will quite often be used to give you that extra protection. It's probably the best way of saying it. And then when you get that, you would think, well, that is going to add on to the price because that's extra on top of your sterling silver. Because sterling silver, as you'll know, Tracey, is something that, to make something like that, would be quite time consuming, wouldn't it? Quite expensive.
I mean, the fineness of the chain, it's just, you know, exceptionally time consuming to do. You know, I think these can only be done really machine made. But it's a beautiful chain. You know, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the little
the balls in between, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of breaks the chain up a little and just makes it a little more interesting. So it's a gorgeous chain.
We have actually got a chain that in fact I'm wearing, which is coming up later, that's very similar as a complete necklace. So people do have that as a neck. Can you see the balls in between? Slightly thicker, but it gives you a full chain. It's not that short, it's just sort of sitting backwards. But that one at the top has got the balls, the intervals in between, and people will buy that as a finished necklace because it's quite designer. It's got a feature within it. It's not just I mean, that's a lovely chain in between, the simple silver chain, but you've got that added interest, as you say, which is not something and it's a full metre. Now maybe if it was plated on, I mean, sterling silver plated, but that's a sterling silver chain, right? I can't even imagine. $24.90. Oh gosh, it's got 220, hasn't it? I nearly forgot about that.
Whoa.
For that chain, for a metre, surely should we be looking for somewhere nearer that £20 for that alone? No? There's under 20 and then there's producer Phil. £17.95. Joker or joker. Oh well, there we go. Free post and packaging, and it's not even going to be £20 for your kit. Even if it was £19.95, which is only 5p under £20, is still a fantastic price. The fact that you've gone to £17.95 and there's no post and packaging at all today. Julia's in Buckinghamshire already collected that. See, everybody's looking at this thinking that can't be right. That can't be right at all. Genuine peridot with tassels. And when do you ever get clear quartz with tassels? I mean, for me that shows the quality that we've got, because you don't usually get drops like that with tassels, do you?
Gorgeous,
do you see it very often?
No, you don't see them often. I think when I first started, I had a similar set like this, but you know, that's nearly 2 years ago. So you know, it's 2 years since I've seen these.
And that's something that you want to have quite often. You don't want to wait 2 years to see it, do you? You don't want to think, all right, and it's a great stash builder. If you're just looking at this part of the kit and thinking, this is amazing. Still got, bear in mind the silver clay is going to be going under £20. It's got to, because it's under £20 day. I know. So if you're looking at this thinking, Ali, I want some silver. I've got some silver coming up as well. I've got those boulder opals. They're going to come up as well. This for you now at £17.95. Goodness gracious me, you could pay that. Well, I don't want to think about what you'd be paying elsewhere. I'm happy over the moon with that, right? So at £17.95, you can see how those drops, you don't need a lot of them, do you, Tracey?
You don't, no, you can just add a few and intersperse them with the peridot or, you know, anything else. But yeah, they're just beautiful, aren't they? I mean, as I say, the light and the colours within them, I got some beautiful rainbow effects coming off of as I was working with them, so it's really lovely.
That again is all about the quality. If you can get the rainbow effect coming from them, from the quartz, that's quite special. And a full metre of sterling silver chain that's rhodium plated, that That's for me, I think, is fantastic. Do you often see rhodium plating when you do your silver? Because I know that's something that you make. Do you ever hear about rhodium plating or not really? Is it just mainly for chains, really?
Mainly for chains and things that I've seen them, and mainly in the materials that JM have supplied for me doing the kits here. Wow. Yeah, but you know, they're really nice chains. They're really good quality findings these days, aren't they? They're absolutely gorgeous.
And you don't need to worry. I know a lot of people might be looking at that and think, how do I use it? Well, Tracey's used it for you, but what you'll be able to do, I mean, you'll be able to fit a certain gauge of wire through those featherweight head pins, or how would you use it?
What I used to connect them is just a crimp and some beading wire. Ooh. And I kind of threaded a little piece of, you know, regular beading wire through it and crimped it on.
I wouldn't even have thought of that. I'm thinking of featherweight head pins, thin wire, but then thin wire might be too thin, but beading thread has got strength to it.
And then there's lovely little crimp covers. Yeah. So
and you can use silver ones, because we have silver, genuine stainless silver ones. Well done on those. I know you want to see all parts of the kit so you can work out, but you can get, well, these 2 parts of the kit for 40, so you can make all of this. Well, we need to get the silver as well. But for all of the gemstones and the pieces of silver that are coming, not the actual silver clay, but the pieces of silver, you can get the whole kit for under £40 because it's under £20 day. And there's 2 parts. This is part 2. I'm obsessed with this clasp. This clasp is, for me, amazing. I love the extra added security of it that's got. I'll show you in a wee second how it works, but it's so good. So good. Hello, hello there. What do you think? 0800 644 655. Genuine white opals. Or to me, they quite often look like a little bit like boulder opal, don't they? A little bit like boulder opal. The size and the luster, that's not often something you get, is it? Quite hypnotic looking at that. Checkerboard, oh no, they're not. They're actually faceting on there in diamond shape, which is known as a brilliant facet. YLGC 13 is the code there. I'm looking at these, I'm looking at what you've made, and these need to go together then, don't they? The way you've made that necklace with this sterling silk, that needs to go together. It looks incredible, Tracey.
That little beautiful sterling finding here, and I just used the graduated faceted drops and linked them on. You don't need to get too complicated sometimes. It's, you know, just use what you've got and make the best of them. They're beautiful.
Most definitely.
It's quite a feature piece.
It is, isn't it? And you've really, really used it in that way. And you, again, you've only shown you need to use just a few gems. You've got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 on there.
Yep.
So there are 9 massive. I mean, they're not shy and retiring. And they're all individual. Some of them are horizontal, some of them diagonal, some of them are vertical in their markings. And that's all totally natural markings on there as well. So many people look for white opals. That's very, very rare you'll get some that size. They're lovely. And the price of opals, automatically, you think of a quite a high price when you think of opals, don't you? You don't think, well, they'll be under £20. Just so you're aware, that is also October's birthstones, so you're getting a couple of birthstones within throughout this kit. So if you want to get a birthday gift for somebody, or you're just thinking of getting jewellery that'll cover lots of different birthdays, if you create seasonal jewellery, you can do that as well. I've got some jump rings in my hand, and then I'll show you my favourite clasp ever. 5mm in the jump rings, are they? They are sterling silver jump rings. You're guaranteed to get 50 of them. And they're open jump rings as well, so you don't need to cut them. So they've got a really good flush cut. I find it difficult sometimes to try and find out where the cut is because they're so well closed.
Yes, yeah, you do. You need glasses on, don't you?
You do?
To see that little cut in the jump ring. But yes, get your pliers.
Yeah? Oh, sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Just get your pliers and get your glasses on and you'll see where they are.
Yeah, wiggle it a wee bit.
Yeah.
Wiggle it just a little bit and then it opens. And something that you've actually used, if I can see correctly, you've used these with that clasp and the boulder opal.
Correct, yeah.
On the end, so that's how you've attached well, partly how you've attached those on. They are lovely jump rings, and they do fit really, really nicely with that sterling silver and with the chain. And that's possibly another chain. We've got lots and lots of chains. In fact, that's the second chain that's coming out. We've got loads of chains coming up for you. Got loads and loads coming your way. And I'm showing you my favourite clasp, because I love this clasp. Have I mentioned I like this clasp?
You did.
Do you like this clasp,
I
Tracey?
do like this clasp. It reminds me of a piece that I had from my grandmother long time ago, long time ago. So it's a kind of a reminiscent little clasp.
You'll think I'm joking. Mine is my grand's as well.
Yeah.
Because when it goes in, when the tongue and box clasp goes in, it comes out, but it stays. So obviously you'll have your attachment on there, but it's got that extra security that you have to physically put it at an angle and slip it through for that to come out. So that reminded me of my grand's pearls.
Yeah.
She had I was talking about this just yesterday.
And my mum had pearls when she was 21, and her pearls were fastened with a very similar clasp. And I used those pearls for my wedding. So I had them restrung. So yeah, I loved that little clasp. Do you know, I used to play with that little clasp because it was.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, I genuinely think
it used to fascinate me.
Family heirloom. I couldn't understand it either. Well, I'm just deciding you can understand it. I couldn't understand it, but I loved it. It makes your jewellery so secure, and as you say, it's going to be a special 21st. It's a special gift. It's passed down the family and heirloom. I would genuinely keep that for something you're going to have heirloom jewellery with. I really, really would. Something you want to pass down the family and generations, or be a very, as you say, special gift. That's a dream. Oh yeah, we'll have a look at the collector again. I looked at it briefly, didn't I? Sterling silver. You could have it horizontal, that's not even a word, horizontal or vertical. I was trying to say both at the same time, horizontal. You get a couple of them, and you could have sort of a wavy design, couldn't you? Obviously you've got plenty of those loops, so you could wrap into them, you could drop from them, you could just have them as a feature, you don't have to do anything with them. And then you've got loop-to-loop on either side, slightly smaller as a connector. But as a sterling silver, I mean, could you warm that a little bit? Could you maybe manipulate that if you wanted to curve it a little bit in the middle of a bracelet? Or
definitely. I've had these connectors before, and I've done just that. I've linked 3 of them together into a piece, and then I've straightened one out and all sorts of things. So yeah, I have played around with them. This time I just left it as it was, but yeah, I have played around with them before in doing different things.
Would nylon jaw pliers work to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. They are sterling silver. They've got a little bit of degree of flexibility, so a little bit of gentle tweak. I did it just in my fingers, to be honest.
Perfect.
You don't even have to get too heavy-handed with anything. So
ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you need I'm thinking in your ears as well, because ear cuffs have been quite popular, haven't they? Plenty of options of what you can do. So £26.80, it can't stay there. 45 carats of genuine opals will have to go down. I'm sorry, opals. 8mm ball clasp, you're going to have to go down. How low can we go? I just don't know. Well, it's got to go under 20, so 19.95. Either for the silver. Oh, so it's just for that, not the boulder opal. You want the white opal. I'm calling it boulder opal because it's got that marking. You want the opal as well? I'll give you one or other. You can have the opal, or you can have the silver veinings. You can't have both. Yeah, you can have one or other. Do you think that's fair, Tracey? One or the other?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Both?
Sounds good to me.
The fact that I have both for you here, that's so wrong. Almost a little bit right. Oh, go on then. I won't stop you, but if you're like Karen Anglesey and the Isle of Anglesey and you're multi-purchasing, massive pat on the back to you there. That's a fantabulous treat. You had the chance to work with these, Tracey, before anybody else. Did you for 1 second think all of that together would be under £15?
Not at all. No, absolutely not. I mean, I got a clue that the day was going to be under £20, but didn't have a clue that, you know, that little section of the kit. I thought individual items would be, but hey.
We're not going to argue.
When you start putting little collections together, incredible.
And even if you're looking at this kit thinking, you know what, I maybe wouldn't put the boulder opal with that or put the silver with that. I would keep my silver for maybe some pearls I've got. I put my boulder opal with some other findings that I've got. You don't have to use it together. I know we're giving it together and it is pure luxury to be able to use it together, isn't it? But you've got the chance there to separate those findings and use them with whatever you want. You might just want to use some of the jump rings and make a wee section of Byzantine weave. You don't have to, at £14.95, keep them all together. You've got it all individually, so check it out, treat yourself, and whatever you do, don't miss out. How many did we have of those originally? Had 80 with 35 gone, and the price has not long come in, has it? So if you want to get in contact with us, if you want to get involved, it's free post and packaging all day. That'll cover your shipping and handling as well. We're not just going to do free to the UK. Free P&P, that covers whether you're joining us for post and packaging or shipping and handling. However you're joining us today, it's going to be free for delivery, right? And then you've got, of course, under £20 all day. Really, really good way to try us out. If you're just looking at that thinking, I could just get the clasp, but yes, you can. Whatever you fancy. I'm going to leave it there. It's still available. YLGC13 is a code, because we're going to start working with this silver clay as well and making this jewellery so that you can actually not only get it, but you can make it. And don't worry, because on YouTube we have the chance for you to watch the repeat. So you can watch it on YouTube live, but you can also watch the repeat later. So if you don't get this for sort of a couple of days, 4 to 6 days, or you can get it express delivery if you want. It's free. I don't know if it'll be free to express it. Probably won't. It's free for normal delivery. If you want to express it, it might cost you £1. I don't know, £1 or £2. Don't quote me on that though. I don't actually know. Do check. So we're going to get started, and remember, you can always watch back, so don't panic. You don't need to remember all right now.
Okay, so for getting started with our piece, we're going to make that focal section on the midsection there. So I'm going to open up my clay, just pinch a piece off and pop it under my little pot, which is like how I like to keep it, and put a little spritz of water in there to stop it from drying out. There you go, spritz of water, just to keep it nice and safe. So as I roll my clay out, I'm just going to badger bar my little mat I'm working on, and using my spacer bars, I'm going to use my 1mm thick spacer bars, or 4 cards thick. Just roll my clay out nice and evenly, like so. Now we're making that little section, but we need to make it something that we can thread cord through, or needle cord. And I've got a piece of, this is actually just a piece of elastic. So I'm just going to drape my clay over the elastic and just gently, gently, gently squeeze with my fingers, just pinching up like that to create this slightly curved shape. Hope you can see that.
Yep, we've got it.
And then with my craft knife, just dip that in a little bit of badger balm, and I'm just going to trim up to the edge like so, and up to this edge too. Just gently, gently, gently.
We have got that knife or similar knife, the one that's in the kit you can use as well.
The one that comes in the kit, the knife itself is the handle, and then the blade is safely tucked away in a little packet. So just be very careful as you open it. It's super sharp, that blade. So
but it's coming up later. You can't pre-order it, but it's coming up later as well.
So there, I'm just going to leave that to settle. I've just pinched it around the cord, and I'm just going to leave that to settle and to dry. I would pop this to one side to leave it to completely dry before I move it on to the next stage.
Okay.
So in true fashion, here's one I did earlier. So this one is now dried. You can see that there's a little channel in there, all right?
This is amazing.
So what we need to do next is put a little back onto this. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So if I take my clay again and roll it out, again I'm just using my 1mm thick spacers. Oh, I haven't given myself enough there. Let me just give myself a little bit more.
And just to check for anyone who's not sure, roughly sort of how long would that take to dry?
If you're leaving it out on a hot day on the windowsill, it could dry out in a couple of hours.
Okay.
You can put things into your domestic oven to dry on about 120 degrees for 20 minutes or so, as long as you've got them on something that's not going to melt. So the Teflon mat or a ceramic tile or something like that will be absolutely fine.
Okay.
So I've rolled my clay out again using my 1mm or 4 cards thick spacer bars, and I'm just going to take my little water spritz and spritz the surface of the clay like so, and take that little channel that I've done and pop it on top, and just hold it down for about a count of 30 seconds or so. And this is just so that it gets a good seal and connection from the wet clay, which is here underneath, to the dry clay, which is now on top.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we need to remove the excess as well, so you can go back to using your craft knife again. If I dip that once again back into the badger balm, so it's easy just to follow, because you've got dry clay here that gives you a nice line that you can just push the blade up against. So if I just remove the excess, like so, from all the way around the outside edge, there we go, and pop that under my pot. You can see I always give priority to my little bit of clay,
yes,
and pop that safely underneath its pot again, because if you just leave it exposed, it will dry out,
right,
and that's where things can go wrong and things become problematic. So always give your clay priority to put it away and store it. Now once again, this needs to go to dry before you do any further work to it.
Okay.
Now if I hold it on its side, hopefully the camera might catch it.
Yeah,
you can see the little channel that's still open through there, so we're going to be able to put some beading thread through there later on.
Wow.
So if I've just popped that to one side, again I've made another one, and this one is already dried.
Perfect.
Okay, we do need to do a little bit of tidying up with this, so I'm just using a simple emery board just to file around the edges and to clean and tidy it up. You can straighten up your edges here, make sure your angles are the same, and again around the edge too. Just make sure it looks really neat and tidy. You can also take a little wet wipe. If I take a little wet wipe and just give it a gentle wipe over around the edges, it just takes some of the file lines out as well. I do that with such a light touch. I don't use too much wet wipe, otherwise you can start taking too much material away.
Right.
So just a little bit of wet wipe around the edges, and remember whenever you put moisture into something, you need to leave it to dry again. So I would just leave that, and that will dry quickly. Even the moisture from a wet wipe is still moisture in it, so it needs to dry just a few minutes. So just take your time with everything. Okay.
So don't do this in the day where you're in a rush, basically.
No.
Enjoy it.
Just enjoy the journey, really. Okay, so that's kind of ready now for us to move on to the next stage, and I'm now going to make the leaves. So for making the leaves, I'm going to once again take a bit of clay. There's lots of different ways of doing leaves. This is a really nice, simple way.
Just to check, this is your 10-gram clay from the packet, isn't it? So we'll get that on for everybody, so you can get a hold of that while you're rolling, just so you've got the same. So this is the new improved art clay formula. It's silver 650 slow dry, which is your series 10 grams within it. So it's your slow dry series, and that's 650 for your slow dry. For anyone who's not sure what that means, what does that mean? Is that the heat that you would use it at, or is that just how long you would leave it? The 650? The 650 is the temperature, the minimum temperature it needs to fire at.
Right. So that's 650 degrees is the minimum temperature.
But we're not firing it today, so that's all right.
Yeah, but firing it can be done in 3 ways. So I'll talk about that in a second later, when I come on to the firing. All right.
Perfect. So we'll get that there for you, and we'll talk about that. Thank you, Tracy. We'll explain that, so keep your eyes peeled. Should be. Oh, there we go. That is your price, $17.95. I thought that should have been $24.95. No? Clay show for under £20. This is silver clay. This isn't just your 925 stainless silver, which would be amazing, which is what we offer. It's 92.5% pure. This is 99% pure silver.
99.9% pure fine silver. It gets hallmarked as such, yeah.
That's incredible. So 0.1% that's not pure stainless silver. That's quite amazing, isn't it? That's why you want to keep it all in your pot.
Yeah, you just look after your clay, and make sure you make it go as far as you can, really. You don't want to waste any.
This is incredible. I'm going to let you get on because I don't want that to dry. But it's £17.95. Grab your clay because you need it to make this. This is what we're using just now. 25 in baskets, 30 left. So do be quick on that one. All right, that's what we're using.
Okay, good point to make if you get interrupted during your making. You know, no, I don't mean it in a rude way.
No.
When the phone rings, the door goes, you know, things happen. Just cover your clay over. Don't leave it exposed. Cover it over with. I've got some like cling wrap here, just to stop it from drying out. Otherwise, when you come back to it, it will have gone all hard and crusty. So just cover it over when you absolutely need to. So I'll carry on rolling this out once again on my little mat using my 1mm spacers, and I'm going to add a little bit of a leaf design and texture into this, and I do this simply with one of these skeleton leaf.
Ooh.
You can buy these in most big craft stores. They're used in card making and things like that. So if I just pop that skeleton leaf over the top of the clay and just roll once more, you get such a delicate, and just gently peel it away, you get such a delicate yet beautiful texture into the clay. You can see that?
You do.
So every single vein and detail. I hope that picks up on the camera.
In fact,
now,
I'll hold it this way, and then that way will come. Yeah, there we go. Go a wee bit closer that way.
Every detail of every little vein in there. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Now you can go freestyle and cut with a craft knife if you want to. I thought I'd go a little contemporary and just use a cookie cutter, because it doesn't get much easier than this. Just in that kind of oval shape. Straight in, straight out, and lift away the excess and store that up. Now, I don't want these leaves to be too flat. I want a little bit of shape to them. So I'm going to add, where did I put my little thing? I have a test tube, a little test tube, which I've just used a little bit of polymer to anchor it down onto the mat here. And if I lift up my little leaf and just pop it onto this little test tube, it could be a pencil, to be honest.
Or any of the tubes that we've got. We do some round tubes, I think, for storing things.
Look, it fell off now, hasn't it? I've lifted it up, pop it on, and I'm putting this face down onto that test tube like that, and I'm just going to leave it there so it dries in a little bit of a shape rather than drying flat.
Yeah, because leaves aren't flat, are they?
No,
really?
It gives it a little bit more interest if there's a bit of shape and form to it. Now I've done 4 of these or 3 of these, however many you want to do. You can do as many as you like. So there's 3 on that piece. I've done it actually a little bit asymmetric on this one, but you can do as many or as few as you really want to. And you again leave these to dry, and once they're dry, I've got some more here. These are all dried ones. So we need to tidy these up now they're dry, and I'm going to take my file and holding them back side up, so the right side down, I just support them on my finger like so, and use my file to file in a sort of 45-degree angle like this, just to chamfer that edge, make it a little bit more tapered so it doesn't look so thick and clunky.
And you've used the sort of thinner side of the emery board.
That's right.
Is that intentional for that? You don't need too much at all, do you?
No, it doesn't matter which side you use. I've used the emery board to file these up. So you can play around with these, what arrangement that you want to put on. Okay. So now we've got those. My next little step, so they're all dry, is to make a few little spots and dots. I know I've done this several times before, but it just adds some really interesting little detail. So if I take a little bit of clay, and I'm just going to go down to some smaller spaces. These are 0.75 or 3 cards thick, and roll that out on my mat there.
Just so you know, the previous clay has sold out, so we'll have some syringe clay coming up, but that has completely sold out. We'll do it quickly. We'll do that paste because you've got that paste as well.
Cool. So I've just rolled some clay out and badger balmed underneath onto the mat, and I've put a little bit of cling film over the top. Now I've got a little piece of brass tubing, this is, but this could be done with a straw as well if you want to. And I just press through to create these little spots and dots.
That's so cool. Oh, these
Now sometimes they'll stick to the cling film like this.
That is so cool.
Other times they'll stick to the mat when you lift this away. On this occasion, these have stuck to the mat. So that's fine, I'll just leave those there to dry.
Perfect.
Okay. Now,
that's super easy.
I'll just gently knock those off. and leave those to dry. All right, so now these are all dry. Imagine those are dry. I've got some extra ones here, which are my little dry ones I brought with me. Okay, so now I'm ready to assemble this all together. So the first thing I'm going to do is to drill a little hole through the centre at the bottom so I can dangle my little...
Do you want me to pop that there, and then you can see?
Dangle my little opal off the bottom here. So I'm going to drill a hole. Now, you can get this onto a grid mat, or you can get a tape measure out or ruler and measure this through. Now I've got a nice little drill here, and I'm just going to very gently drill through all the way. I'm not pressing too hard. I just let the drill do the work, and this will go all the way through to the other side. There we go. So now I've got a little hole where I can attach my little opal later on, when I can link it on with say a wrap loop or a jump ring or whatever it is I feel like putting on there. Alright, so now I'm ready to assemble this. This is where I either use my syringe or my paste. I'll just grab a piece of tissue. So I've got my syringe out at the moment. You can use the syringe or the paste.
We get that on as well. Have you got that? We've got the paste on, so we'll got that as well. It doesn't matter. Put the price on for the paste so you can see that. I'll quickly show it to you there just as you're doing that. It's $17.95 for the paste, which seems to go quite a long way from the discussions we were having earlier. You use it almost, I guess, a little bit. We shouldn't say silver is like glue, but a little bit like what you use to attach. Sometimes you can use it for that.
Exactly, yeah. The paste or the syringe. The paste is probably the most cost-effective to use for joining things on here. The syringe can be used for adding fine details and all sorts of things. But yes, the syringe or the paste.
So we need it all, but there's the paste for you at $17.95. All right, and that's 10 grams for you with your paste.
Okay. So now we're ready to assemble this together. I'll just get my water brush as well. Whenever I'm attaching one to the other, I put a tiny bit of water onto one, and I'll put a tiny bit of slip or paste or syringe, whatever it is. Today I'm going to use the syringe. This could be the paste as well. I'm going to put a little bit, a bit of syringe on the back of there. And now I can start to assemble. And this can be in whatever arrangement you want. So if I put one there, a little bit of water on here, and make sure I get this the right way around. I just want the veins to be the right way around. There we go. And this one on here. You're starting to assemble this together. Here's another one, bit of syringe on the back of here.
We've had a wee message asking, you know how sort of when you're drilling it and when you're filing it a little bit, asking, do you save the little bits of filed bit or not? Is it too little to do that?
No, save everything. I'm really, really mean. I salvage absolutely everything. I generally have like a little tray, which is actually a tray that the people that do card crafting, a glitter tray, and I save all my scrapings, my filings, every bit of dust I can. I save into these little trays, and you salvage everything because it can all be reconstituted back into usable clay.
There you go. Question answered. Must save.
Save everything.
Perfect.
So I've got my little leaves there assembled on. And once again, I would normally leave this to dry completely before I move it on to the next stage, which is to add these little spots and dots. But I am going to do it just so that we can see this all the way through to the end. So to add my little spots and dots, just using my water brush or a regular paintbrush, put a tiny bit of water where you want your little spots and dots to go, pick up with your tweezers, pop it into place, and I generally give it a little wriggle. And then I call it a friction wriggle until you can feel like a little bit of a friction bite.
Stick, almost.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yep.
So I do that with each of these, just a little bit of water. It doesn't need paste or syringe, just a little tiny bit of water. Give it that little wriggle, and then just leave it. So I will build up, add in a few more. You can see there's a lot more in here
Oh yeah.
I built up loads more in here as well, of those little spots and dots.
I'll turn that around so you can see. Just let you know, we have lots of questions coming through. We will pop them all on. We will ask Tracey, don't you worry about that. Just conscious of making sure that the clay isn't going to be getting, well, in fact, to be fair, it's all dry, the parts we're using just now, isn't it? But they're the smaller dots we've got. So we'll get your questions on after we bring the syringe on for you. It has 10 grams of your eco-friendly clay as well, and it's one nozzle included with it, so you don't have to buy a separate nozzle. It does come with the nozzle. It's a new improved, again, clay formula. Again, it's 650 as we were mentioning a moment ago, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And this is the one that you use now. I notice you keep yours in a sort of bottle of water.
I do indeed, yeah.
Is that once it's open?
Yes, I keep it in a little, this is like a little makeup.
Yeah, you can get them from like chemists for like 50p or not even that.
And you dispense your makeup for going on holiday.
Yeah.
That's what one of those is. And I just keep
can
the
we
syringe
see that again?
Sorry.
We were
and that's what I keep the syringe in.
There we go.
Just to stop from the clay from drying out. Because once it's open, if you leave it just out in the open like this, it will dry out in here, inside the tip. So if you leave it in water, it will...
That's forever. You don't need to put any lid on top of that. You just leave it like that once it's open.
Nice and narrow, that top. Yeah. So, you know, eventually the water will start to dehydrate away, but you just keep your eye on it and top it up.
Perfect. They're a bit like flowers. There you go. Job daily done. So that one is $19.95. It's got 10 grams and it's got the tube. Well, it comes in the tube, the syringe, and it comes with a nozzle to that as well. So you don't need to add the nozzle. That comes with it. Alrighty. Enjoy it. Free post and packaging today. Yes, everything is under £20. All of our other treats, clay wise, might have some paste, but other than that, our clay has sold out. So just bear that in mind. You need to get all this, and this is great for your finer detail as well. But I'm going to let you continue because I don't want to take any more of your time. But that's there, and enjoy it.
Okay, so once we've added our little leaves on, again, it needs to completely and thoroughly dry before you take it on to fire. So when you are ready to fire, I pop it onto either a ceramic block and I can torch fire it, or you can fire it on your gas hob, or you can fire it in a kiln if you've got one. Right. So if you're going to torch fire this at home, then you need it on something safe.
Right.
And I generally fire on top of the cooker if I'm torch firing, if I can.
Okay, because it's used to getting hot, isn't
it? Yeah, it's a good safe area. If you're doing this at home, it's a good safe area to do it on. You've got an extractor above you, and you've usually got no curtains flapping around and things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a safe environment. So on top of your gas hob at home is a good idea. So with a blowtorch, you turn the torch on, and at the tip of the blue flame, that's the hottest point of the flame. So as you start to fire this, you will get some smoke and some flames, and that's all quite normal, so don't panic. Okay. And you continue with the firing until this sort of turns a pale sort of orange glow to the whole piece. Now you need to hold it at that for a minimum of about 3 minutes. Now if it's getting brighter and brighter and you see it starting to flash over and look silver, you've actually gone too far, too hot. Right. So if you just keep it controlled, if you need to pull away because you're getting too hot, then pull away a little bit, but just keep that gentle orange glow going for around about 3 minutes. Once you've done that, minimum 3 minutes, you can do it longer if you want to. After your 3 minutes, then you can turn off the torch and quench it, which is simply just popping it into cold water. Right. And it'll go fizz.
Yay. A bit like when you light a match and you put that in water to make sure it
cools down really rapidly. So once you've quenched it, you're ready for polishing, and that's where that beautiful, nice soft brass brush in the kit comes in. So the first thing you're going to do after you've quenched it, because it will be white, it's not silver, it should be white. When you've done it with your lovely brass brush, and these are really nice soft bristles. So with your brass brush, you just start to brush it like so, and it will bring it up from that white to this nice shiny silver colour. So you just got to be persistent in getting in all the awkward angles, back, front, sideways, you know, and get into all the little bits and pieces here. If you can do this under water, under a running tap, with a little bit of washing up liquid as well, it helps everything along.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter about your brush getting wet, it'll be fine. Just shake it off and it'll dry out, and it'll be just perfect, just fine.
We can do that.
And we can also use our agate burnisher, so if you want to pass me the agate burnisher with our beautiful agate burnisher that we're going to get in this kit, you just very gently gently, gently rub this over the surface of the leaf. It
Really?
just tiny sort of flattens the leaf a little. If you can imagine, if you're looking at this, there's kind of peaks and troughs here, peaks and troughs. So all the peaks, if you use the agate burnisher just to rub it over, it sort of flattens them and makes it look a little bit more sparkly and twinkly.
I just thought the agate burnisher was for creating shapes, and I didn't realise you could do that with it.
For polishing.
That's
So I usually go around the edges or just on the surface of a leaf. Don't overuse the burnisher, because sometimes if you're trying to get a mirror finish on something, don't use the burnisher because it can actually leave lines. But if you want to do something that's got nice texture on it and just pop out the highlights, it's great for doing that, or the edges of pieces. You can just smooth out the edges of your pieces as well. So that's what your agate burnisher's for.
Ah, see, I've seen it used in sort of sheets to sort of create shapes from back to make it like pop out, but that's brilliant. We've got some questions coming for you. We'll do them on the other side of the break. We'll have a really, really short break for you. So please do not worry about that. If you want to get questions in, either do it on jewellerymaker.com, or it's free if you want to text us as well. It's 60777. Put JM Studio at the start of your message, and it's literally couple of pennies, just your normal text rate. It's not £1.50 per text, it's your normal text rate for a message. So if you're like me, some of your messages get to be free for a bit of the month until you've used them all, until you've used your usage, and then it costs you a couple of pennies. So that's all it's going to cost you, so just normal network charge. So please do get your questions in for Tracey. If there's anything you want to know about this, we've got more treats coming up throughout the day. Plenty coming your way. This will be launching at 3 o'clock. You've not missed it yet. We have spoken a little bit about it. We've got the pre-order. Have you got the pre-order code there at all, Phil, on the top of your head? We'll put the pre-order code there for you. So if you want to get this, I appreciate we haven't spoken through it. Tracy's very kindly spoken a little bit about the brush and the agate burnisher there, but I'll turn it around. There's 25 of them already gone. There only are 100 of them, so the pre-orders have already started, so bear that in mind. We'll launch it for you properly at 3 o'clock, but you can get a hold of it now if you're not going to be there, or if you just think, you know what, I don't want to rush, I just want to get it, and then I'll find out how I use it all when that happens. So this is coming up for you at 3 o'clock, do not worry. Tracy, I've absolutely loved this. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. As ever.
Superstar. So questions for Tracy after the break. We've got many deals to bring to you, don't forget that. And I'm going to be bringing you something that you do not want to miss, a 1 to own.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting. But being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
That amazing moment where you think, oh, it's lunchtime. Oh, I'm on telly. I'm not going to have any lunch. And then your team, thanks to your boss, bring you fish and chips. How amazing is that we've been treated today? Everybody's been treated to fish and chips. Tracey's been well behaved.
I have been well behaved, but the smell has been very tempting, I have to say.
Right, now they're cold anyway. They're cold and they're dry. You don't want any. I'm so lucky. This is just, to be fair, I've been fed so many free treats since Immediate Media took over. I haven't eaten so well in my life. It's brilliant. Well, I'm saying well, eaten plenty. I'm not sure how good the fish and chips are for me, but thoroughly enjoyed them, so thank you very much for that. Did you enjoy your Wes?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, so a big bit of fish there. Got a good picture of Wes eating his fish and chips. Yeah. Loving it. Claire, did you enjoy yours in the gallery? Director Claire's with us today for a change on the mid-show. There she is. Oh, they polished those off quite quickly. There's no even any remnants of them. No, I heard them. Yeah, I heard you having them. Yes, just a slight, Right, lots and lots. If you've just tuned in, I'm Ali. It's good to see you. I've got the gorgeous Tracey Spurgin with me today. So lucky to have her. Tracey's first kit was phenomenal. You got another one still to come, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Oh, what did you think of the second one?
It was lovely. I loved the theme. We had mermaid theme and some beautiful pearls and some shell. Oh, gorgeous, yeah. So I had fun with that one.
I think it's fair to say Tracey emulated Mermaidial today. When you say there is a mermaid necklace, there is a ring which has got the most gorgeous, fabulous starfish on a ring with the pearl. You've got starfish earrings, you've got mermaid earrings, mermaid necklace. This is amazing. You're going to love the kit. It's coming up at 3 o'clock. Sorry, for those of you who are asking about Wes eating his fish and chips, yes, I think possibly he enjoyed them. There he is, controlling 3 cameras and eating fish and chips. I love that you got your healthy bottle of water next to it. I love that. Non-branded bottle of water. Loving your work. I've still got mine down here. Right. Under £20 today if you've just tuned in. Where have you been? We've pre-ordered on the brand new treat. This was it here. Free P&P all day as well. I know, as if there's any more treats we can add to you. We're bringing you so much, and it's free delivery all day. And you've got, of course, this premiere, brand new, perfect for your silver clay, and many other ways of working with gemstone jewellery as well. We've got this coming up. We pre-ordered it earlier, so if you want to get a hold of it, the pre-orders are open. We haven't discussed it properly, and there are roughly 50 left. It's coming up for you at 3 o'clock, so please bear that in mind. What was the code on that again? I've forgotten. Don't worry. Don't worry. RFGX28. RFGX28. There it is at the bottom of the screen. So we're going to bring you two-tone lapis. We've got questions coming up for Tracey. Don't you worry. We've not forgotten them. But we're quickly going to squeeze in some lapis lazuli because it's two-tone. We're not supposed to have it. So shh. Very quick. Where? You could get 3 of these and have change for a £20 note. It's a bit like the kunzite I had last night. You don't need to see it for that price. You don't need, it's that good. It's lapis lazuli two-tone. We don't need to see 8 mils for that. It's so good, which you see. I'm going to show it to you, but I don't think, for this price, I don't think we need to, it's only 50 of them. What a gorgeous colour. This would make me think perfect for your kit with those sort of mermaidial designs that you've created, Tracey. Would this go quite well, do you think, with the colours?
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Be brilliant. Yeah, really nice. And the pearls, goodness me, yeah. Be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think we need this. I've got lots and lots coming up for you, but that quality and that cut, oh, look at them there. What a colour. So two tones, so you're getting the greens and you're getting the blues and you're getting those little twinkles of gorgeous, dreamy pyrite within them. And there was some pyrite on earlier on with the lovely Carol. Maybe you got that. Your order's open already. Bear in mind it's free in any one day today. Yep. Any one day today? That doesn't make sense. It's free today, your post and packaging. That doesn't sound right. It feels wrong. I've got 50 of these have been allocated already, or I had 50. See, 3 of these with change. And when I said change, I didn't mean like a penny or 5p. I meant change. Like Jessie J change. All about the price tag. Change. Love it. Cumbria's with us, Maureen's with us. Lots of multi-purchases. What a treat indeed. £5.95, sorry. We're trying to work out if has she broken her leg? We're trying to work out if Jessie J's broken her leg. Oh, a couple of years ago, it was her foot, wasn't it? She fell off stage. I thought it was her foot. £5.95. I think she's all right now because I saw her picture on Instagram.
Oh, I must have had my head in a bucket because I haven't seen anything about that.
No, I think it was about 3 years ago. She slipped off stage, or she went over on her shoe or something. I think it was her foot though. It was just her foot. I don't think she broke her leg. Next will be her leg and her arm and her collarbone. I think it was just her foot. Anyway, these are being allocated quite quickly. You can see we're concentrating for you on your price point, aren't we? £5.95. I don't really know how to talk about that other than cry a little bit. I have got the most amazing, there's 87 of these. If I had a presenter's pick today, it would be this. Fluorite. How good would they be together? We're going to have it as a star buy. Yes! Yes! I would have asked for that to be a presenter's pick if it wasn't. On demand like that. How naughty is that? Gorgeous! So the fluorite's coming up. There's only 87 of those. There were 50 of those and that's sold out. So please bear in mind it's very, very busy today. Did I tell you, we have carnelian? We have so many treats. And pearls are nearly perfectly round. And I haven't shown you the one to own yet. Can I show you that? It's amazing. Oh, and I've got chains on. These chains are coming up. It's almost like I thought they were mine for a second. I really like them. There's loads going on here. I'm in chains. Chains are coming up. As is the black spinel. Black spinel will be at 3 o'clock for you. Today's one to own. We're going to do the mini black spinel. Oh, they will look so good with today's one to own. Oh, look at that. You could do that. Could you layer it up like that, Tracey? Would that work?
Beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? They're so sparkly.
So sparkly. Gosh, they call that adamantine luster. Diamond-like luster. Oh. I'm not going to have a strand of black diamonds like that today for under £20, am I? I have black diamonds because we do have them on Jewellery Maker. 18 in stock. These will be allocated quite quickly. What's good about these is they're micro-faceted, but they're not too small. They're 2 mil. In fact, it wouldn't get much smaller, would you? It would be 1 mil. They actually look bigger than 2 mil. I thought they were bigger. I thought they were about 4 mil. I put them straight up at the neckline, but it must be because of the luster. They look bigger than 2 mil. I won't complain though. There's plenty there. Julia's in there as well. Cumbria are with us. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. 18 carats of black spinel, especially when today's one to own is a black spinel. It's free post and packaging all day. And you also know that today's one to own will be going under £20 too. Oh! Look at the ultimate facets on those. Lots and lots of you coming through. Well done. Oh, I could look at that all day. Really well faceted. Irina's in as well. Charlie's in. New callers on the phone lines. You're right in there, fella. You're rethinking your price. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. £7.95. Jane's in Somerset. Great to see you. I think I might have said your name twice. Sorry, Margaret or Margot, should I say, out in 5. A very regular 2 going to you. That's a really good, because you can get 2 of those for that price, couldn't you? 2 for just £7.95. You'd be under £20 if you got 2. That'd be so good. Yeah, the amount of sparkle. You're not going to find. You're not going to be sort of lost for designs to find for these, are you? Plenty I want to put these into. Oh yes, sirree. Oh yeah. Would these go with your mermaidial kit, having a little bit of sort of black twinkly sparkle?
Absolutely, all the glitters.
All the glitters, I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, there are 4 left, so do check them out as soon as you can. I say that to help you because I've got 5 people on the web, not to mention those of you who might want to call, and definitely not mentioning how many you want to multi-purchase on because I don't know. So do check those out. Well done, they will be fully allocated and hopefully you'll get... Do you know how good they look together? I've only got 20 of these pearls left, so please keep your eyes out. They're whoppers, they're 10mm round. And black spinel in the drops is coming up to go with these at 3 o'clock. I've got more of these, I've got 107 of those. So it's not a lot, but it's more than what we had. Premiere. I thought this was blue lace agate when I saw it. It's blue chalcedonina. Oh, I saw that. Oh, the price. The price. This is the one that's going really, really, really. Call me now. Free post and packaging. Way under 20. You can get just shy of 4 for under 20. These are amazing. Amazing. Do you like them?
Whoa, they're beautiful.
Under 20.
Aren't they gorgeous?
I think it's safe to say stunning. Stop the bus. No, I said you'd be struggling. You'd maybe get 4. I've just been told you can get 5 for under £20 at £3.
Kidding. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful, absolutely amazing. What a value.
For anyone who's new to Jewellery Maker, please don't think we do prices like this all the time on a strand. I don't know why this has happened. Free post and packaging, under 4. Don't know what the accent was. I was trying to get my head around this. Silver clays flying out the door. I've got amazing treats for you left, right and centre. We've had turquoise that went to what, £6.95. We've now got this, which is great, especially if you love your blue lace agate because it's very, very reminiscent, isn't it? Oh, there's so many on there. This is almost like getting a free gift. It's that low. Free post and packaging at £4. Oh, wow! I genuinely don't know what I could get of that carat weight for 250 carats of massive nuggets like that for £4. Is that a joke? Feels like it's a joke. Do you know how good it goes with black spinel? How lovely is that? And it's the Serenity Blue of 2016, isn't it? So they're sort of one of our 2 colours that we love. And if we got these, which sold out, sorry to show them if you didn't get them, rub it in, but I didn't mean to, I didn't get them either. They would definitely go with rose quartz. I massively love rose quartz, but they would definitely go with those as well. 2-tone lapis, which has sold out. Just to show you, everything's jumping everywhere. I've got these coming up, which I think might look quite nice. Well done to everybody who's on the phone lines and the web. Lots of treats coming in. I'm getting attacked by fruit flies or some sort of fly. It wants my chips. That's what it is. It's not having them. I'll fight you for them. Right. On the phone lines or on the web, whichever is most convenient. I've got 17. Now that's... I don't even know if I've got 17 because lots of people are multi-purchasing. I will leave those, I think, with you at £3.95. ZGGP64. Check those out as soon as you can because I've got Labradorite rounds now. So please remember, I know I just casually dropped that in. I've got Labradorite rounds. What was that, sorry? I've got a better quantity of Labradorite. Oh, we've got questions to come for Tracey. Don't worry, we haven't forgot where we're going to get those on. Don't worry. Ooh! Gosh, look at those! These are kind of down the remedial theme. I always think if I was a mermaid, I would want a Labradorite tail. It's an odd thing to think, isn't it? We had this text question the other night. We had lots and lots of different reasons, or lots and lots of different ideas for a mermaid tail. So I was thinking of a Labradorite tail because I like the schiller. We had a couple of suggestions of fire opal tails, Ethiopian opal tails. We had moonstone tails. We had, I'm trying to think of the other gemstones we had as tails. I think my director might go for a Labradorite tail as well, would you? If you're a mermaid, you would do that. We had some abalone versions of tails that were suggestions. We had some pearl tails that would be nice. Wes, I know it's maybe not a question you're often asked on cameras, but if you were a mermaid or a merman, probably more fitting, what colour tail would you, what gemstone tail would you have? A diamond tail. Love that. Love it. You'll have the hardest tail of the ocean. Rock hard. Yeah, everyone else has got the little shell trying to swim along. Diamond tail. If you could be, I know it's an odd question, isn't it? But to be fair, you made mermaidial jewellery. You might have thought about while you were making your mermaids. If you were a mermaid, what gemstone tail would you have?
It would have to be Labradorite, because that's...
Would it?
Yeah, I love that.
Me too.
Yeah, I love that stone. It's one of my faves.
Well, there we go. I think we need to make this price extra special because it's one of Tracy's faves. £12.95 on under £20 day. And to add to that, we're looking at 160 carats of Labradorite, all rounds, 8mm in size, so they're all the exact same. We've got Sheila, all going on, and it's free post and packaging. So let's try out the gem of 2012, 13 and 14 if you've never tried it before at a new all-time low. How do you get up from an all-time low? I don't know. £7.95, but I don't need to know because I'm on overtime today, so it's fine. And I got chips. Ha. Out of all the days you could do overtime, I get to work and hang out with Tracy, and I get chips. This is an amazing day. I'm loving it. Definitely working with Tracy is the best part, but the chips is a bonus. It's like a Brucey bonus, but Brucey isn't the gallery, so we could call it a Claire bonus. Go with that. Director Claire. Almost sounds like Claire Bear. Claire bonus. Lots and lots of treats coming your way. LMKY43. Now I've asked everybody, but I haven't. Is it Amelia or is it Toby who's out at the back? Is it Toby in the Cave of Wonders? Toby, yeah. If you were a mermaid or a merman, probably more appropriate, what kind of gemstone tail would you have?
Chrysocolla.
Chrysocolla! Ooh! Pulling out the coolest tail on the island. Love that. Can you imagine that? Just chilling
tail end be going on.
Tail end, can you imagine that? Bruce with his diamonds, Toby with his chrysocolla. Alright, Phil, what would your gemstone tail be? Aquapraise. You might not have even seen that before. Aquapraise launched just the other day. I've got the final 9 coming up for you. Crackled quartz tail. Well, that would catch the light in the water quite nicely, wouldn't it? You know, like all the different colours of crackled quartz in your tail. That would look great. That'd be really cool. Right. You'd have a lava rock tail and then you could like hide in amongst the rocks. You would fit in quite well. Enjoy your Labradorite. It is a very, very popular... Oh, can't believe I've got space on that one. Well done still. I can. We're talking about mermaids. You're probably thinking about mermaid tail now. Do try and get that while you can because there's a couple left. Not very many. I've got whopping pearls. Are we doing them now? 20 of these. Is that good? I'm licking my lips. Maybe something to do with salt and vinegar on my chips. Ooh, yes. These... I'm not going to say that next to pearls. He said they're as cheap as chips. Because I've had chips. That's the only day I would ever say that because I've actually genuinely had chips. They can't be though. You can't just base these on chips. At 10mm round, I think we've lost producer Phil. I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, I didn't even hear you say that. All right. 20 of these. So they're round. So that, no, they can't go under 20. They're perfectly round. I love that. He's like, oh, I can't. Oh, coconuts. It's not supposed to be under 20. 10 mil round pearl. £40! Grab them quick, don't tell a soul, don't tell anybody, don't tell my boss, don't tell a soul. I'm not showing you that. No, they should be, no, you can see them anyway, all right. They're natural! Philip!
Go mad.
No, he's made a mistake. He put them in the schedule and he forgot it was under £20 day.
Oops.
I don't think we need to worry about these. These are going in their even if you get 2 of them, it's still less than the price of 1 normally, and that's it's only ever been £40. Pearl? What? Don't know. I was on overtime today. I don't remember. That's why you can't see them. Let's do some carnelian. To lie down after today, Phil. And I'm back tomorrow. Oh no. Can you make a wee note and just say it was under £20 day? I love that. He's written NMF. Apparently that stands for not my fault. I love that. Can you write there with the and sign also NAF? Not Ali's fault, or Claire's, or Toby's, or Wes's, and was certainly not Tracey's. These actually would go lovely with your blouse, Tracey, I think.
My top today.
Yeah.
Yay.
That would look really nice. Do you think, would you wear that colour with it, or would you wear a completely different colour? I don't know, I'm not very good with my colours and what goes and what don't.
I'm more a blues and greens and things like that. Are more
Match your
my
eyes.
favourites. Yeah, some contrast to my hair.
Oh. I love your hair. I was going on about Tracey's hair earlier today. Literally, I was obsessing over it. I was like, I love your hair. I love the colour. It's so glossy. It's so shiny. It's so lustrous. That's what you want. You know when you see magazines and you see people's hair, it's like glossy, like this. Super glossy. Looks like we've got added gloss onto it. No, that's natural. Natural colour. It makes me think of sangria. I don't think sangria, but you know when you look at it and oh! Philip! I thought you said you were going to fix your mistake. I don't know how. That's carnelian. It's natural carnelian. Maybe if that was agate, which is a bit more common in that, dyed agate in that red, you cannot take carnelian to that price. That is, how many have I got, please? 100. Oof. How on earth did we buy? We can't replace them at that price, can we? I didn't think so. Silence. No. Oh my goodness gracious me, just to try and it's free, wait a minute, it's free post and packaging today. You can get one of the most considered gemstones in the gem industry, carnelian, natural, for £3. Delivered to your door with a DVD, with a booklet, with a GM hub, telling you all about Jewellery Maker, how to make jewellery, for free, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That is not affected, even though we've gone to £2.95. You can get that shipped halfway across the world for £3, just the cost of the strap. Not even £2.95. 30 left. I'm not surprised. Joan's in, Edith's in. I love that certain names come up in capitals. It feels like I should shout them. Maria's in there with multi-purchases. Tanya's in there. Loads of multi-purchases. Are you just serious that you pat yourself on the back if you get this one? We'll do the questions after this strand. Don't worry, we're not forgetting. We're just making sure we're getting in as many treats as we can. I can't believe you've got that. Imagine, hold on, wait a minute. This bus is not going to get very far today. Stopping it every second. If you've just got, have these sold out? I imagine they have. They've gone. Right, imagine you've got those. They were what price? £4 plus that. That's not even £10 for all of that. £7 for all of that? No. £7. No, I didn't trust you there. No, I'm sorry, Claire. I would probably trust you implicitly, but I literally hesitated when my director Claire said £7. I was thinking all of that and free postage. Need a lie down. Need a lie down. Wow. Tracey, I'm going to come to you. We're going to have a look at some questions. So we'll try and answer them. If we can't answer them live in the show, we will endeavour to find out the answer. So please bear with us. We'll show you a text slide. Right, this is how you get in touch with us. On JM Studio at the start of your message on 60777 if you haven't already joined us before, and it's your normal network charge which will apply, so please do bear that in mind. We're just going to put the accessories toolkit, which is launching at 3 o'clock, but a lot of people have been asking to pre-order it, so we'll just put that on there for you so you can see. RFGX28 is that kit we're looking at. So I'm excited about this. Are you?
Yay.
Question time with Tracey Spurgin. Do remember she's on Facebook, JM guest designer Tracey Spurgin, so please do check that out. I love that, it's not too serious, so don't worry. Can you use your toolkit with the regular clay?
Absolutely, yes, definitely.
That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, you can, Maxine. Great question out in Tennessee. Got more coming through. Beverly's in West Lothian. Loved your silver clay demonstration. Can you ask Tracey how long and what temperature she would kiln fire her piece? Thanks, Bev in Bathgate. Now, this might have been before or after we spoke about it.
Okay, if I'm kiln firing things, I pop them into my kiln, and I generally go from a cold kiln. So then I program it to fire at around about 800 degrees. Somewhere between 800 and 850. Okay. In a class situation, it's usually 800. If
Right.
I'm on my own, 850.
Right.
850 degrees C.
C.
Just to make that point. So yeah, 850 degrees Celsius, and then I fire for around about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Minimum.
It's not long, is it? Brilliant. Can you overbake it?
You can overheat it.
Right.
But you can't
Leave it in for too long.
Yeah, well, you can leave it in the kiln for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Okay.
If you like, if you really want to, as long as it's held at that temperature.
Oh.
Okay, it won't really matter. But if the temperature climbs over a certain degree, then that's when your pieces will melt. So you can't over time it, but you can over temperature.
Okay.
In terms of temperature. Overheat it.
Hopefully that's helped you. And a wee extra question in there as well. Beverly in West Lothian, fabulous question. Thank you very much for that. Got more coming through. Thank you very much. You can message in on jewellerymaker.com as well if you want to get a free message in there. Please do get in contact with us. And it's Tracey who's with us. If you're a new viewer, if you're thinking, oh, I don't know anything about it, how do I get involved? Hi both. Could you please explain hallmarking? I'm confused. Thanks, with a kiss.
Good question. Okay, hallmarking. In the UK, we have our own hallmarking system.
Yes.
The hallmark is made up of 3 compulsory symbols. The first being the maker's or sponsor's mark. Now mine is like a little diamond shape with my initials in TS. So you get to choose your own little symbol. There's lots and lots to choose from. It's usually your initials, and that can be up to
GM, if that helps.
and that can be up to 3 letters. And then the next mark is the assay office that you're assigned to. I'm assigned to Sheffield, so for me it's the Yorkshire Rose. In Birmingham it's the Anchor. In London it's the Lionhead, and Edinburgh it's the Castle. So whichever of those you're registered with, that'll be the symbol you get. And then there's the quality of the silver
your purity
that you're making, and what we've been making in 999 silver, it gets hallmarked at 999. So they're the 3 compulsory marks. There are other optional marks as well that you can go on and have if you want to, but they're not necessary.
No, and some, it depends what you're making, what size you want, how much you actually want on there, because you don't want to take up the whole piece by having lots of marks. You can do sort of dates if you want, or you could do numbers, but
That's
it's,
right.
as you say, they're the 3 compulsory ones. So hopefully that's answered your question. Very well explained, thank you for that. We've got more coming through. Can you put gemstones in a kiln, please?
Okay, there are some fireable gemstones that you can buy. There are some gemstones such as ruby and peridot which say they can be kiln fired. Now I've always err on the side of caution. I would really not rather fire any gemstones in place because it's just too risky for me. I would rather set them after firing.
Yes, and that's possible.
Yes, definitely possible. There's lots and lots of ways of setting gemstones, but I would always keep my lovely semi-precious stones, and I would set them after firing rather than risk putting them into the kiln, because they can slightly alter, they can slightly damage. They've been made in the earth under pressure and heat, and you change that environment and put them into a kiln under that heat, and they could crack, they can change colour, there's things that can happen. So it's not that they can't be fired, it will really depend on the quality of the stone, but for me, I will always coal set any semi-precious stones.
I agree, I wouldn't put any gemstones in any heat other than what's maybe been treated, but that's certainly, if it's been treated specialised. It's not something that we don't do, like smoking. You can smoke smoky quartz, but we would never do it. It's done in a controlled environment. It's done very, very specially. So please don't, I would say, I completely agree with Tracey, just don't. They're beautiful the way they are, so leave them, because you don't want to have a beautiful stone and then start to worry about it if you set it. Michelle and Kit, hi girls, great show. Tracey, I have stored some silver clay on a damp sponge for a while and gone to use it, and the edges are mouldy. Can I still use the clay?
Absolutely, you're not going to eat it.
I like that.
You're not going to eat it. Just mush it all back in, get it into some cling film, manipulate it and massage it into one consistent lump. It's absolutely fine. Job
Done, it doesn't go off. Perfect.
No.
Right. It's like your cheese cut the top off. Final one for the moment. Gloria in the West Midlands. Do the methods shown today, can they be used with bronze clay?
Okay, the base metal clays such as bronze, copper, they are different to handle. There's lots of different brands of base metal clays. Each of them have a different handle. Okay. Some of them are heavier, doughier consistency. They need to be rolled out thicker and worked in a slightly different way.
Right.
And they all have their own firing schedules, so it will depend on the brand that you've purchased. You will need to read the instructions in the packet really carefully and follow those to the letter for firing them. Okay.
Perfect. So hopefully that's helped. Thank you for all your questions. It's been fantastic. Do continue to send them in. We'll get more on throughout the day. We're live till 5 on this show, but the show goes on the way through till 10. But Tracey's only going to be with us till 5, so please bear that in mind. You need to get your question in before then, because otherwise Tracey won't be here to answer it. And neither will I, because I'll be finished with my chips. Right. We've got the second kit coming up in about 30 minutes. So Tracey, I've got so much to bring. I'm going to do a star by now. Does that sound good to you?
Ooh, exciting.
And then in 30 minutes, Tracey's going to bring you the second kit with mermaids and starfish and awesomeness. So I think it's time to squeeze in a cheeky star by. It's amazing fluorite. So good. So good. This is magnificent. Do you know, recently we've been talking with recently over time with the buying team, and most importantly our gemologist, the gorgeous Hannah Oxbury, recently, and we've been talking about the quality of different gemstones, but in particular the fluorite that's just started coming through. Now, I launched a fluorite faceted pear strand the other day with luster like I would never ever even have thought possible for fluorite. Fluorite is quite a soft gem naturally, so it's one that is not easily cut. You have to be very trained as a gemologist, as a geologist, to understand the earth and understand the makeup of gemstones before you then have to be trained as a lapidurist, and then highest level of a lapidurist. Lapidary is something that's not easy, and to be able to be skilled enough to cut a gemstone that's quite soft to create not a relaxed luster, which is what it usually has. I call it a rolling luster. When the light sort of rolls across, if you think of a still lake and the sun catching it and just sort of a little bit of movement within it as a swan goes past, this little bit of movement rippling like a rolling luster, you see that across. Completely different to what it would be if you were out of an evening and outside the restaurant walks Beyonce and all the paparazzi start flashing. It's a completely different type of luster and flash. These are usually more of the relaxed swan luster. This is the paparazzi flash that you do not ever imagine, and that's what we're talking about. We cannot believe the quality. We know that there's incredible lapidarists out there that work for us, but we could not believe the quality that these have. What I'm just going to do is pop my little blackboard underneath just so you can get an idea. Wow, wow. Wow, look at the size of these. I've never seen a graduated strand like this. Now the graphics are in, you can get a hold of this as soon as possible. There are only 50. There were 52, they're already starting to be allocated. Look at the vitreous luster they're coming from me. Can't believe I'm saying vitreous luster next to fluorite. I said it once, and if our gemologist could have joined us, she would have been on. That luster, and look how long it is. It's 37 centimeters on there. There's a huge clarity. They fluoresce, which is why they're called fluorite. Can you see the way they're catching the light? See how many are on there? These are almost reminding me of Paraiba tourmaline. Really glowing quality. Look how big that one in the middle is, a 6 by 4 millimeter. Oh my goodness gracious me. Graduated, lustrous with extra marquise facets, which is known as a brilliant cut. You have, oh, so many people getting a hold of these. I wish I could join you. If you've got any of our fluorite recently with the new style facets, which is the extra lapidary that's been performed on it, please add this to the collection, because they really will match those pairs that we've had. They'll match the rounds that we've had recently, the coins that I had the other night. But this is extra luster. You would not expect to get that amount of lapidary on one of these fluorites, and if I'd had the chance to show this to our gemologist today, I would have done. However, there were quite a lot of meetings going on today, so I didn't get the chance to show this to her. Otherwise, I would. This is the ultimate luster. It's so vitreous, and that I still pinch myself when I say that next to a fluorite. It's quite a relaxed luster usually. This is the ultimate brilliance. Oh my word, can you see how many facets are in that central stone of a 6 by 4 mil? Can you see the diamond cut that you're getting? It's known as a brilliant facet when you get a diamond shaped luster, when you get a diamond shaped cut. They are magnificent. Marion's in, Irina's in, Wendy's in, Maureen's in, Miriam. Oh gosh, and it's under £20 day. So it's got to go under £20. You look at the quality of that, as I do. You do not for a second picture under £20. And knowing at 37 centimetres, which works out, equates to roughly about 14.5 inches, that's without a clasp. Knowing by putting a clasp on that, you could create a really lovely necklace. If you put spaces in between there as well, that would be such a divine treat at $14.99. Oh my. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. There we go, Tracy. What do you think of these at that price?
They are absolutely gorgeous, and as you say, you don't need to do an awful lot to them. You know, they are just stunning all by themselves. Just restring them, put them on a beautiful clasp. That gorgeous clasp we had earlier.
Gosh,
that, you know, like heirloom clasp, as we were saying. Oh, gorgeous.
So actually, anybody who got that earlier would have got the clasp, would have got jump rings. Those 5 mil jump rings could have been lovely spaces in between.
Indeed.
Could you do that?
Yeah, definitely.
What metal would you choose if you could choose metal to go with this, Tracy? Any colour metal, what would you maybe?
For me, it's always going to be silver is my first go-to. Always. Just, it is my favourite metal of choice. So
adds to the freshness, makes it quite spring, quite. Makes me think of Sardinia, the beaches, and sort of Mauritius, and that really gorgeous colour, and then the white sands, or like Zanzibar. I've never been, but I've seen many a picture, and it just looks magnificent. Stunning with pearls. Yeah, let's not mention the pearls. Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, 1 pearl in the middle. Would you substitute that for a pearl and then put that in the middle of a pearl strand? Yeah. Director Claire and I are on the same roll there. We're getting excited there. She came up with the pearl one, and then I was thinking, oh yeah. Lots and lots of treats. NYVX91. If you're not treating yourself to this or multi-purchasing like Lynn in Lincolnshire, Claire, you've got yours, Lincolnshire, Diana. It's one post. No, it's not. It's free. I'm so used to saying there's 1 post and packaging a day. It's free today. Completely, without a shadow of a doubt, free delivery, and at £14.95 for you to get fluorite of such a length. May I try it on? Yes, I love that. Do it. Oh, it's huge. How gorgeous are they? I cannot get my head around the quality of the fluorite. I want to show these to our gemologist. Because that, can you see the luster? You don't normally get luster like that from a fluorite. Can you see? You've got the glow, which you look for in a fluorite. You've got the colour, which you look for. But you just don't expect that luster. Oh my word, I feel like a mermaid. Do you like it layered up? We could do that. I want to keep this on all day. £14.95. I'm a little bit envious. A fellow Scot is in Dumfries and Galloway. Linda, you've got yours. Well done to you. Holly's in Pembrokeshire. Jenny's in there as well. Lots and lots of you coming through. And it's not a particular birthstone, so you could just wear it all day, all year. And it's got tassels on there, so you've got a Gems of Distinction strand. I want to put it with everything, but I also just want it on its own. I can't quite decide. I'm quite chilled now with this. I could just hang out with this all day. Are there any left? I want one. Not really. A couple. If there's any space left, I'll let you know, but that's quite limited and there's quite a lot of you there. So do check that out as soon as you can, because that will go. That is beautiful. I can't believe you've managed to get that many facets on a fluorite. And the more facets, the more surface, the more chance of luster. They're fabulous. Really fabulous dimension. And they're natural as well. They're incredible.
Beautiful.
You like them?
And their voice then.
Oh, did they
came out?
Take your breath away? Should we do some white moonstone nuggets? Did you just say brand new? These have just arrived. Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen rough cut moonstone? Ooh. Ooh. I might put it on a blackboard as it's white. With white moonstone, you don't look for a blue schiller. You don't look for anything other than maybe a white schiller coming through. These are gorgeous. A bit like what you expect from. Oh, they're amazing.
Oh.
Can you see the schiller? Oh, it might struggle to come through. There it is. Look at this one. Hold on, hold on. Oh my word. Hold on, I want to try and catch the light. Can you see? Look at them catching the light. These nuggets are amazing. They look, see that one there, right there? I'm not going to move, I'm not going to touch it. But what you're seeing is a rough nugget, or it's slightly shaped nuggets, isn't it? It's got angles. But can you see that the schiller comes from these? They look like a simple white gem at one moment. Then you get that schiller, where is it on that one? But they've all got it. Can you see? They've all got it. Look at this one just here. Let's see if I can get it to catch the light. You don't need to do much to them. But they've all got it. All of them are like shards of the shimmer that you expect. If I just try and move it around a bit, just so they sort of catch the light. Where? Oh my word, that's how you give away top quality rough moonstone. This is the best quality rough moonstone I've ever brought you. Ever. They are magnificent. They look quite unassuming. Wait till you get them home. The schiller and the white schiller is fantastic. There are so many on there, 14 centimetres, really quite different, quite individual. Imagine those in between pearls, black spinel. The luster that comes from them is one thing, but the shimmer that they have is what you look for in a moonstone, but you don't usually get it in a rough moonstone. Because these have got quite lovely slices almost within them, the way they've been cut. You're able to see really big slices. These are amazing. If you like your organic looks, maybe with your, maybe you've got some Keshi pearls or you've got some amber and you want to have that sort of organic look with your pearls, these would be perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited about these. Really, really pleased. Brand new, you're the first to see it. Three, no chance. Why would you do that? Can you select me a wee second? You just wouldn't do that. Tracey, what do you think of these moonstones? Have you ever seen anything like these before?
They're gorgeous, aren't they? I really do like them a lot. I don't think they're coming out as well, but they are gorgeous. I can see them from here. They're just so, yeah, that colour is just beautiful.
It's individual, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Really quite special. Derriston, multi-purchases coming through. West Midlands in there as well. Especially when you have that colour, and you could put that with any gemstone. You genuinely could put that with anything. But that shiller, that white shiller, it's so good. Imagine as a ring, they would really, really catch the light. Just, oh, it's not even slightly coming through. Don't even come close to the shiller they have naturally. Oh my word, Rita's in there as well. Hold on a minute, right. Let's think about this. Under £20, these are guaranteed under 20. We didn't expect to be able to buy 5 for under 20, but you can buy 5. Under £20 day and free post and packaging for a premiere. Oh, this is not adding up. A premiere, big quantity. How many do we have? 100 in quantity, free post and packaging, guaranteed under 20. I can get 5 for under £20. Is this a chance to try white moonstone? If there was ever a day to try it on a day where it's not far off from free, basically. Your delivery is free. You've got £3.95 for something that is not going to come across on camera at all, well, at all, because it's not supposed to, because it's a natural gem that Mother Nature made, and it's phenomenal, and it's gorgeous, and if I've got any space, I want them. They are lovely. Enjoy. These would look great with my tiger's eye. We'll do tiger's eye next. Well done on those. You will be grinning from ear to ear if you've just got those. If you think they look good there, they're only going to look what I would imagine to be at least 10 times better when you get them home. Yeah, because number one, you're going to think to yourself, that was only £3.95. That was a free delivery. Wow, enjoy that. Right, I've got some tiger's eye. Now, regular viewers, you'll know this. And if you're a new viewer, you might not. Hi, I'm Ali. Sorry if you've just tuned in for the first time. It's good to see you. We have got a gemstone that I wear all the time. It's not my favourite gem. Rose quartz is my favourite gem. Then maybe Spinel and zircon. They're my favourites. But this gemstone, I wear more than anything else because it goes with everything. I adore it. I think it's great. It's not my top one, but I adore it, and I have it more than anything else. I have it in a watch, I have it in earrings, I have it in necklaces. I've got loads of necklaces with this. I've got pendants with it, I've got bracelets with it. I don't have any tiger's eye rings yet though. That's something I need to get sorted. It goes with everything, and everybody compliments on it. And do you know the number one necklace I wear all the time? Can you imagine what it is of tiger's eye? How complicated in it? Because everybody compliments me on it all the time. What kind of necklace do you think it is? Really fancy, quite elaborate? No. Knotted tiger's eye. That's all it is. Just tiger's eye knotted. It's the ultimate. Everybody asks me where I got my gems or what size were the stones, and we don't do this size very often in tiger's eye. So whenever I do, I tell you all, because a lot of the time you do it and you'll see them in plain, but it's the faceted ones that seem to catch the light more in a necklace. So I have this in a necklace and it's just knotted. It's a long lariat style. Gosh, I'm not sure what length it must be. Maybe about 24 inches, I think, about 60 centimetres. It's a big long one. And to get 2 of these, you would be around half price of what I paid for mine. The same place we get our tiger's eye now, but it was knotted for me with brown thread. And I'm going to give them to you today with free post and packaging for a phenomenon stone. You would think it was under £5 a day. It's not, it is absolutely not, but you would think it was at these price points, wouldn't you? I'm in love. Have you seen the phenomenon that they have to offer? The chatoyancy that's coming through on these. They've all got it. Gives you the look like a big cat's eyes winking at you. Now it is totally genuine. It's naturally this colour. I remember I did explain once it was natural tiger's eye and genuine gemstone, and somebody genuinely thought it was an eye from a tiger. It's not an eye. It was one of the ladies, our directors, not with us here, but at a previous company. So yes, genuinely thought it was an eye. She must believe me that much, that thought it was a genuine eye from a tiger. It's not an eye from an animal, but it's called a tiger's eye, and it is a genuine shape, or genuine chatoyancy that's created, giving you the look of the eye of a tiger, and it's totally natural. And you can sing Eye of the Tiger when you get this home if you wish. You should. You should at that price. In fact, you're only allowed to buy this if you're going to sing Eye of the Tiger when you get it home. That's the only way I'm going to let you have it at £4.95. But just to show you, sort of just one of them. I always think it looks like chocolate with melted caramel just sort of roaming around in there.
That's lush.
Do you like it? You're going to think that every time you see it now?
Yeah, it is. It is those caramel and chocolate tones there. Oh, gorgeous together.
What do you think of tiger's eye? I know you're a blue, you love your blue gems.
I do love blue, but yeah, the autumn colours too. I think they can go with so many different clothes. Gorgeous.
That's what I think. I genuinely find them go with everything. They go with all my pastel colours, they go with my winter colours, my sort of and animal prints are always popular. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking with the red, that would look lovely as well, with the red blouse. You've got a gemstone strand that looks great with white, just casually with some whites, with some denims. It looks lovely. It looks great when you've got your chocolates and your browns and your greys and your blacks. It's really just a plain black blouse it goes great with. Pastel pink it goes great with. It goes with all your pastel colours, all your chocolate colours, all your blacks. Now, I know how easy it is to wear because I wear it all the time. And I've got, very fortunate, I've got a lovely selection of gemstones and a lovely selection of jewellery. And I literally wear this more than rose quartz. That is saying something, isn't it?
Seeing as that's one of your favourites, yeah, definitely.
Exactly, it's a bit naughty, isn't it? Hi Ali, hiya, Hannah and Kent. I love tiger's eye too. I am wearing a tiger's eye and black spinel necklace now. Oh, we had some black spinel there, that sounds gorgeous, I want that now. Great price and free P&P day, amazing. It is, did you want to see it with our spinel? It's today's one to own. It's a great combination, really gorgeous. And silver spaces, if you think, oh, I'm not sure, you can take the silver coloured spaces out as well. Oh yes. Have you seen it with pearls before? Carnelian, it looks great. I'm not showing those pearls though. Trouble for that, could you imagine?
Oops.
Whoops, that's the biggest whoops I've ever seen. Where was that, sorry, where was? Hematite rounds. Now, where have I seen those? Don't believe I've got them, but I could be overlooking them with all my treats that I've got to look at. That's my chips, so it's not there. Oh, no, I would definitely have spied those. Wow, they're like disco balls.
Oh.
They're fab, aren't they, Tracy?
Aren't they amazing? They're fabulous.
You might need a wee sunglass pair for those, eh?
Getting ready for Christmas there with them. Absolutely.
I completely agree. Oh. Wow. Oh, the weight of them. You might only need one or two of these at a time. You might not need a full, I mean, you've got a full strand if you want it, but $8.95. Look at the luster. 650 carats. I call this the golf ball facet because it reminds me of all dimples on a golf ball. That's not its official name, so if you do go into a jeweller's and say, oh, it's got the golf ball facet, or can I have one of those please? They might not know what you're talking about. They might be able to gather, but it's not an official term. They are so good, gold coated, or gold colour coated, just not solid gold coating, could you imagine? 11mm, we're going down because it's free P&P, and it was already under 20, so we didn't actually need to go down, but there's half price, and then there's producer Phil's prices. Better than half price. That's more than 50% off. Is that a little bit low? I think so. Is that a problem? No, because we just had tiger's eye and they would look so good together. Wow, sorry, I just put those right in there. I was a little bit excited, wasn't I? Literally, boom. There they go. Enjoy those. Imagine those with the black that we've got coming up of our Spinel. Black and gold, it goes. There's songs about it. It can't not go. What do you think, Tracey? Partial to a bit of black and gold?
Sorry?
Partial to a little bit of black and gold?
Definitely. I do wear black a lot. I don't know why, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I do wear black a lot. So, yeah, you know, it picks up so... It complements so many other things that you can wear too. I like to show off my jewellery as my focal pieces, really. So, yeah.
Of course. That's what the ladies at Vogue magazine said originally when I sort of first I had an interview with them many years ago, actually. There's plenty of other magazines out there like Glamour and... now gone out of my head, think of another magazine. Cosmopolitan. There's plenty of magazines that that are sort of about fashion and Vanity Fair. There's loads. And I remember asking them, she said, I choose my jewellery before I choose my outfit in the morning. So my outfit is based on my jewellery. So she'll choose her jewellery, what do I fancy wearing jewellery-wise today, and then the outfit will go with it. Because as was said at the time, it's the jewellery that makes your outfit. So now that we're looking at it thinking, actually, yeah, could be the same favourite black dress or black blouse that you've had all the time and everybody knows and everybody compliments on it and you think, oh gosh, I've worn it so many times, but a new piece of jewellery, it's like you're getting a new wardrobe.
Definitely.
OBKZ35 is the code there. Treat yourself before somebody else treats it. Claire's in Greece having a great day. Irena's in, Susan in Norfolk, multi-purchases. Free post and packaging today, so that's free shipping and handling, free delivery for you today. Usually it takes 4 to 6 shipping days, or 4 to 6 days in the UK. You'll need to check if you're ordering it somewhere else in the world. I'm not entirely sure how long it takes to get to Greece or Alaska, but do just check. I don't often go there. I would like to though. Yalistero. I'm not sure if Claire is Greek, but as far as I'm aware, Yalistero means glittery.
Oh.
In Greek. Unless somebody was winding me up. Could you put it with Tiger's Eye, please? Yes, I already did, but I love your thinking. Let's do it again. Maybe I was too quick. Great minds. Loving your thoughts. It looks so good together. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Together or together? Together. Love it. Love it. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, please do always ask, especially if you want to see things together, because I've got them here. Sometimes they get packed away, but if we've got access to them, I'll get them for you so you can see things together, because I think it's a really good way if you're not 100% sure and you want to make your mind up. I appreciate in a shop you can pick things up and put them together, can't you? So do just text us a message. JM Studio at the start of your text. Normal network charges apply. 60777 is your code if you want to text us on that. Please remember, we've actually got the big one to own coming up, the black Spinel. It's coming up on the other side of a very, it's going to be a very short break, because in the next hour we've got lots to fit through. That's it there. So they're coming up as your one to own. We've also got for you the brand new launch. We've had some pre-orders. There's a good quantity. Well, there was 100. I've got about 50 left, I think, now with all the pre-orders, so you'll be quick on that. And Tracey's kit on the other side.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. Did you know that if you go to jewellerymaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
How gorgeous are these? The colour, well, we look for it, don't we? We look for that jet black, but what we don't often get is that unbelievable luster. Oh, what do you think? You are getting such a fantabulous, is that even a word, fantastic and fabulous at the same time? Fantabulous. These are full of luster, and that's all testament to not only the quality of the gemstone, it's got to be a really, really hard gem. Do you know this is only surpassed by the corundum family and diamonds? So other than that, it's like the 3rd hardest mineral out there. So it's a really good everyday gem actually. But what that means is if you're trying to cut a gemstone, you need to put more pressure on it to get a sharper facet. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you're, the way that I think about it is if you cut paper randomly, if you use blunt scissors, you're going to get a sort of frayed edge. If you use sharp scissor, you're going to get a sharp edge, right? So that's not too much to do with pressure, but it's to do with the quality of the material used. The more pressure you put on this, bearing in mind you can facet gemstones with diamonds. The harder the gem, the harder the mineral you can use to cut it. So this is a hard stone, allowing you to put a lot of pressure on it to give a hard facet, what's known as a hard facet. The hard facet gives you a sharper luster. Remember what we were talking about? Crazily enough, which I would never have expected it, with a fluorite, that fabulous luster, the sharpness of your luster is to do testament, as we talk about very often, the gemologist, the lapidurist and the geologist as well. Many of the lapidarists can cover all of those bases and be able to do all of it, because the quality there, you need to know where the gemstones come from. Do you know a black spinel from Thailand would cut differently from a black spinel from a different location? It's because of the way it's formed. So it's going to have the same minerals in it, ideally, but if you think about emeralds, it's got vanadium in one country and it's got chromium in another. It's all to do with the minerals that are present at that time. So not only do you need to be good at cutting gemstones, you need to be able to know the geology and the gemology, where they've come from and how chemically they've been made, or crystally wise, how their crystal structure is. They're not crystals, but they've got a crystal structure. Not every stone, pearls don't and amber doesn't, but as an idea, that's what we're thinking about. So it's a hard gemstone, that therefore it would work great as a charm. Imagine on a bracelet, sometimes you bump your bracelets, don't you? So you wouldn't want to have too soft a gem on that, because of course it might get a bit more rough and tumble than maybe anything else. So this is a gemstone that you can have for any type of jewellery, rings, bracelets, necklaces. It's so lustrous. Our black spinel always sells out. We saw earlier, we've already had black spinel rondelles, they've flown out today. These are totally natural, they're Thai spinel. I'm fortunate enough to have visited some of the workshops we had in Thailand previously, and I'm fortunate enough to go to Thailand I flew there with the company, and I really thoroughly enjoyed learning more about this gemstone and learning about, I wasn't able to go to the mines because it was monsoon season, so they were all wet, so I couldn't go. But this is amazing. Now I've told you all those fabulous treats, and you'll be thinking, right, oh, it's free post and packaging, and it's under £20 a day, £19.95. That's what you would think. Or 2 for £19.95. Unbelievable. You would think it was the day before Christmas, wouldn't you? This is so wrong. It's almost right. I'm looking around trying to get sort of some sort of, it's okay, Ali, reassurance from someone. But I think, Tracey, you're as surprised as I am.
Yeah, amazing. They're beautiful, and the story, you know, that you see them getting cut and all the rest of it, it's fantastic.
It's a real treat for us at £9.95. That's all we're looking for. Sorry? Sorry? Why is it not my price? Is that a joke? Wow, £7, free delivery today. This is unheard of. If ever you were going to try a gemstone, get it where it's nowhere near it should be and it's free delivery. That's the way to do it. You still have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That doesn't change. You still have, and that's from the day you get it, which might be a couple of days' time, 4 to 6 days delivery time in the UK. Oh my word. Call me as soon as you can. These will sell out. Remember, a silver clay, majority of it, maybe there's some in the silver clay syringe, but everything else, and maybe the paste, but everything else is sold out. Our black spinel from earlier is sold out. Multi-purchase on this one if you can. Many of our guest designers multi-purchase on strands because one of the main reasons is you want to make sure you've got the same quality so you can have full suites of jewellery if you want to go to town. Tracey, is that something you would do at that sort of price? Would you multi-purchase on something like that?
Definitely. I mean, those Spinel, the gorgeous, the big one and I would just cherry pick one of those and make that into a feature on you know, with a beautiful silver clay piece as well, and a chain, and you know, the whole thing. They'd be amazing.
They would. There's 21 on that, so if you're fancying, as many of you probably are right now, Tracey's idea. Out in Ohio, you've got yours, and Hillman, you've got yours. You get multi-purchases, and actually so many coming through. Multi-purchases, Lola in there, Irina's in there, Lincolnshire. Call me now. It's not a joke. This is not a wind-up. We are live. It's 6.5 minutes past 3 on Wednesday afternoon. We are in the UK. We are genuine. We are live. We are all alive. I might not be alive after this if the boss sees me, but it's here, it's happening. No, he'll be fine, he'll love it. He gave us a free gift yesterday, it's fine, it's fine. £6.95, free delivery, I know, and the one chance to try black spinel at the ultimate. This is probably the easiest chance to multi-purchase on black spinel, and as Tracey suggested, maybe just one of them. That could be 21 designs you can make with that. With over half the stock gone, well done to you. Lots of multi-purchases, not to mention those of you who have it in web baskets. Remember, if it's in your basket, it's just like when you go to the shops. I'm really sorry, but if you put milk in your basket or anything, it's not technically yours till you get to the checkout. So if you just walk out the shop, technically that's sort of stealing. Not that you can do that here, but imagine there was no more milk left and it was the last milk in the shop. If you put your basket down and you went to round the corner to pick something else up and someone needed milk and they saw yours in your basket, technically nobody would do this, but they could take it out your basket, get to the counter before you and pay for it. Right, they could. However, that wouldn't happen in a shop, right? But online, nobody can see anybody else. It just automatically goes to whoever confirms first. So if it's in your basket, but somebody phones up in the phone lines and confirms it before you do, it will go to them first. There's still enough stock for that not to happen, all right, for you to still get yours. But I'm trying to put that out there just so you're aware of how it works, because if you're not entirely sure, you'll think, well, it was in my basket, so why is it not still there? Just like any other shopping site, if you put it in your basket, if you go away and you come back, your baskets usually get deleted. It will just disappear. So do remember to check out of your basket, because nobody wants to miss out on this, especially not when we've had so many great treats today. I mean, we had I don't even want to talk about the price of this, but we had it. And there's very, very little, if any, left. So do check out your baskets on anything you've got. I'm not going to mention the pearls that happened. That we didn't have pearls. Nobody had pearls today. Oh, these flew out as well today. If you got those, you can add it to your order, because it's one post and packaging normally, but today it's free. Still trying to get my head around that. Did you get, now I think these would be a lovely match in heaven. If you got the complete faceted finished piece with the black spinel, and then you get that glow coming from these. How amazing is that? Over the moon. WQ RU46. Check that out before it goes, because if that doesn't go to you, it will definitely be going to someone else. Well done. Check those out as soon as you possibly can. Right. What was... Oh my word. What's happening? Should we not go to a break or something? No? Okay. Hi, Colin. Hi.
Afternoon all.
Hiya. Do you need my microphone?
I've got no microphone.
I'm too short.
I've got no mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
How
You're
are
welcome.
you?
I'm really good. How are you?
Great, thanks for having a great afternoon, but we're going to make it even better.
Oh wow, because thanks for a free gift yesterday, by the way. Is that for real? Is that from Brazil? It's Brazilian. When's that coming up?
It's now. Right. 120 carats of graduated emerald. This is a genuine beryl. Here we go. Do you know what? I found this in my safe.
Did you?
I was having
Your
a
safe
tidy
of
out.
wonder.
I was having a tidy out, so I found this. Only thing is, not sure I can make this work.
Oh please.
It's emerald.
Yeah, I know, but you can't bring it on an under £20 day.
It's 120 carats.
Oh, I know. Should we do it tomorrow?
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
I was joking.
Right. What can we do, do you think? Okay.
It's so
beautiful.
long.
Yeah, I love the different, the length, the colours.
And it's got
the vibrancy.
tassels. You know what the
Absolutely.
tassels mean, right? It's the
Yeah.
gems of distinction. So for anyone who's new, this is possibly the best quality of emerald we feel we can find in that pear shape, in that shape and size.
Right. Don't know if anybody, because can you hear me? But I don't.
Yes, we've got you, don't worry. You've got my microphone.
I'm just naturally loud. Okay, we've only got 165 opportunities, is that right, to get this fantastic
Yes,
strand of
that's
genuine
correct.
emerald. It is under £20 today. It is free post and packaging. So
And then
I'm
that's...
thinking 19.95. Is that possible? Is that possible?
Come on, Phil.
No, it's £6.90.
He's laughing.
I know. Shouldn't it be £16.95? £6.95. We've done it now. Give us a call. 0800 644 655. We've done it now. Under £20 is £19.95. It's not £6.95. This is a genuine emerald.
My job.
What is going on? I mean, it's not like I'm the managing director. You know, I'm supposed to be in charge. I've got it on my business card somewhere. Richard, you're right. Anyway, so ignore us. The heat's getting hotter. 0800 644 655. Tap the app. Click your mouse.
Tap the app.
Come on in.
I'm crying.
I'm
This is too
liking my
funny.
tap. Don't knock me with my regional DJ
Tap the
patter.
app.
It works brilliantly.
I love it.
We're all in hysterics here. What's going on? Right, £6.95 for genuine. How many? 100 and X? How many carats of it?
120.
120 carats of genuine emerald. Hang on. Are all these people buying?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many
Can
left.
I take it back? 165.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not
You
like that.
wouldn't do
under,
that.
Literally, I thought under £20, emerald, 19.95.
It is under 20. You
Phil,
can actually
our
get
producer,
two.
Do you know what's happened? Because the team don't know this. I'm going to tell you a secret now here, Jewellery Maker friends.
Yes.
The team have been working so hard. We bought lunch today. Fish and chip Dan turned out outside. Do you know what's happened? I thought I could smell something. What's I thinking? I feel a bit peckish. Anyway, Fish and Chip Wednesday. The team have gone crazy. They are the batter sent them all funny. Right, not many more chances. £6.95. 0800 644 655 6444. It's too much.
How many? 20 left.
20 left.
15 baskets.
Okay, so what a day to join us. Thanks for being with us, by the way. Thanks for all your lovely comments. Hope you're enjoying Jewellery Maker Day. We've got a great show for the rest of the day. I know the team have got brilliant things to show you.
Yes, we do.
What have we got over here?
Silver clay.
Silver clay is one of my favourites.
Got a wee message for you, Colin, from Stella.
Hello, Stella. Thanks, Colin. Here to help. It's cost me a fortune. It's only Wednesday.
It's all right.
Oh, no.
You get a bus to and from work. It's fine.
Well, I'm not sure. Here we go. Another comment coming in. Love the show. I can't read that with my eyes. Love the products. Love you all. And we love you, Yvette. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. We love those comments, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It makes
Especially
us
the
super
nice
happy.
ones. Exactly, makes us happy. And great prices make you happy, so that's what we'll carry on doing. Right, so I've got to go and do some paperwork.
You know,
See you very soon.
write this day off.
Yeah, I'm going to write that one off. Will you stop eating the chips? I'm going for mine. See you soon.
You got for you. Thank you. I best give this back actually because there's none left. Keep it with my chips. As one day you get caught with the boss going to say, what was it, $6.95 on Spinel, then you got your chips. I think to be fair that was worse what I did. It was. Love it. Right, let's do the toolkit. Now we opened the pre-orders for this. Let me actually talk through it so you actually know what's in it. This is a treat. Wow. I echo everybody's comments. Thank you, Colin. That's our big man, boss man, Grand Fromage, however you wish to know him. He is the man. And he brings deals now and again. You need to keep watching because you never know when he might pop in. He did it yesterday. He popped in at 5 o'clock. Gives free gifts for the day. Well, 300 free gifts. Cool. That's awesome, right? Yeah. How cool is that? Free fish and chips.
He's a good guy.
He's a good one. £17, he's a keeper. £17.95, and I've got for you the red stable brush. Now it says red stable brush, but I think what they're talking about is actually the bristles are sort of an auburny red. Is that the reason why it's called a red stable brush? No, it's not.
That's
it's a stainless
your
wire
wire
brush.
brush on the end.
Don't know why we've called it red. Anyway, what I'm going to do for you is take them out one at a time, maybe, so you can get an idea of what they are. And I'm going to get my seat as well, because I'm a little bit short. Right, here we go. So, I need to rest after my chips. To be anything, I should be working them off. Right, oh, these are very, very intricate tweezers.
They are. They're great for picking up round, tiny detail pieces. You know how tiny I get with all my little bits and pieces.
Yeah,
so yeah,
do.
they're great for picking up really tiny, small things and getting the detail.
They are super precise. So you've got these, and then you've also got the plastic ones. Now you were telling me earlier about the plastic ones were good for something like liver sulfur. Why was that?
Yeah, after you've fired your pieces, I often oxidise. I do that chemical treatment where I colour the pieces down. So you don't want to use your best tweezers for that. You don't want to dip them into chemical. You want to keep them, you know, for your sort of hand tools. So the plastic tweezers, fine for going into the chemical. You just hold up your piece, put it into the liver sulfur solution, wish it round, take them out and wash them off really quickly. So they're really easy to do that.
Super. So these come with it. Bearing in mind you are getting 6 needle files with this as well. I'll bring them all out together so you can see, but they've all got ducats for them. They will all come together and they will have grease around them just to protect them. And all you need to do is take them out as Stacey has done. This is Stacey's one I've got because ours is still all wrapped up. We thought it'd be easier for you to see the 6 files that you do get so you can see them all. Slightly different, well, in fact they all are different files for you, maybe different sizes. They might be the same shape but different size within them. You're going to get a 6 in the set and they're your needle file set. Now you might have seen files with us before, but this is the first time anything like this has been brought to you. It's brand new. There only were 100 today and already 50 had gone with pre-orders, so just to make you aware, it's very, very busy today. File wise, have you got a favourite file out of the 6 or are they all just good for different things?
They're all good for different things. You've got a flat file, obviously when you're filing on a straight flat surface, you file on a flat. If you're trying to get a round edge onto something, use your round file. The triangular file, obviously that's good for getting into little corner sections, and I think there's a square file in there as well, etc., and a half round. So yeah, each shape has a specific use for filing into different angles and corners and things like that. So yeah, you need them all.
Definitely. Well, you get them all, so that's perfect for only $17.95. You've also got in there your cleaning cloth. You've got 2 other, it's almost makes me think of when I go to the dentist, the other 2 tools that you've got there. There's the cleaning up tool and the carving tool, is that correct? That's
right, they are kind of, they look like dental equipment, but you know, they are great for sculpting and shaping and things like that. So ideal for different situations within your metal clay journey, really.
And it's not just metal clay, because I've seen other guest designs using it with sort of sheet as well, sort of trying to carve shapes in with them. They are quite good tools because they aren't sharp on the end necessarily.
That's right, and for your polymer clay, if you're sculpting with your polymer clay as well. Ooh. Yeah, perfect.
Right, do remember you've got a knife in there as well. It comes separate. The blade on it is very, very sharp. We've got a pony brush as well. I'll quickly show you that, but I'm going to shimmy over to our Tracey because it's time to get ready for kit number 2. So it's your S52 pony here, if that's something you're interested in. It's water and poster colour. And it's got a wee lid on there as well, not that I know what that means. And you've got your agate burnishing tool, which we saw Tracey using earlier. And it does come in this really, really handy, really quite cool wrap, which is very, very thick. If there are any left, we will recap that, but bear in mind it launched earlier. So we need to get the kit on as well, because it's kit hour as well, and we weren't expecting our Colin to join us, so that was a lovely special treat, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
How fun is that? Yeah, he's always joining in, but it's nice to get him on TV, I think. It's lovely. We had lots of messages for him, so we will get him on more, whether he likes it or not. You're taking a photograph of him for him, so that means he'll come on. I'm sure he'll love that. As producer Phil. You've emailed it to him.
Emailed it to him already.
I love it. Oh wow. Right. This part of it comes with pearls. Really gorgeous, quite different these shells, aren't they, the way they're curved?
They are beautiful. They're each, individually sized, and they're beautiful on both sides, the inside and the outside, whichever way you look at them. They're gorgeous.
As you see, you've got the option to have them. The way you've made one of the designs is using that as a feature. Right here we can see it's on plastic cord coming through. You can see that through the middle. It's like the traditional pearl in the mollusk, isn't it? The shape
right,
that you're,
yeah.
what you've created in anyway. It's a lovely, lovely selection. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on this particular strand. And it's guaranteed 10 pieces as well. They're 23 by 12 millimetre, and as you say, they're varying sizes. They go up to 38 by 22 millimetre. That is incredible, isn't it? A mermaid on either side, pearls up the side, and a pearl in the middle, right of that gorgeous shell. And then there's just using that with the shell, with the shells and the pearl together. You've got the rhodium plating necklace chain to go with it, and I've put the pearls in here. Do you get the pearls here too? No, you do. 8 to 9 millimetre pearls. As well. My information doesn't say that. Mine says the 2 chains and the abalone, which makes me think you're going to do a very naughty price because you can't get all of this for under 20. So let's just think about it, Phil. When did you find out it was under £20 day? Today. What time today did you find that out? Around 1 o'clock when we went live, just before. I said, oh, you do remember it's under £20 day today? And he went, I thought that was tomorrow. So you can only imagine how good the price is going to be tomorrow as well.
Ooh.
So you're getting 2 chains. From what I can see, they're the same. Both box chains, and they've been sterling silver as their body with a rhodium plating on top of that. So box chain looks like little boxes. So if I hold it up there, you've ever seen the larger chains that we've done? You get quite a lot of luster from a box chain because you've got quite a long straight surface, which is quite nice. They're quite fluid, but they're also quite sturdy. Maybe a wee bit more, maybe put a wee bit more weight on these than what you could on maybe an oval link chain.
Definitely.
Do you think?
Well, they're box in construction, they're exceptionally strong in construction. So yeah, it'll carry quite a weighty piece, even though it looks really quite delicate.
And that's what we want sometimes,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
We want to be able to have a delicate chain with a bigger piece. So you get 2 of those chains. They come with extender chains as well. They've been rhodium plated, which I don't think we ever really consider the price of that. I think we just put them on. Is that using an extender on there as well? No, it's not. That's not even using an extender. Bear in mind that not many of us have necks that size, so there is an extender on that as well. But it looks great at that length. Really gorgeous. And the luster you can you see that? It's almost distorting in the light and the camera, isn't it? Because it's so lustrous. £33.80 for all of it. If you were to buy the 2 chains, all of the abalone and the pearls on their own and add them together, it would be only £33.80. How good is that? You can't just be, oh, free post and packaging today and we're going under £20 and producer Phil says, I want to take 50% off. He didn't do it in that voice, that was my version of what I would do if I was doing 50. £16.90 is exactly half price. What a crazy cookie. Only 7, not surprises, only a few left. 70 remaining. Now, lots of you in already, loving your work. The second part of the kit is sterling silver findings with a gorgeous, really gorgeous amethyst S-hook connector. This is the, I know how good is that. This is going under £20 with the sterling silver findings, which are coming up next. That's the second part of the kit, plus some really gorgeous, well, in fact, what you saw there, that amazing agate. All coming up as part 2, which will be under £20. So the whole kit in total, kit and caboodle, is under £40. Brand new tools for £17.95. And if you consider what you spend for the tools of your trade, I mean, if you go to play golf, you're thinking at least £100 for some of the golf clubs on their own, never mind a full set.
That's just one golf club?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that for a ball?
Yeah.
You don't get much for that, do you?
No. And if you want a bag, because you can't just carry the clubs around the course, you need to get a bag. You need to maybe put some balls in there, some golf tees, because they break quite often if you're as bad as me. You might need a few balls, because you're like me, you might lose some quite often. That's not including other treats that you might want to use. It's 4.5 hours walk, you might want a wee sip of water, you might want a wee chocolatey bar, not that that's what I do in the golf course at all. Muffins halfway around. £16.90 on the phone lines on the web. Join me when you can. This is a treat. Did I mention it was free post and packaging today? Literally, I can't believe that. Just as for the present drawer, 2 chains for not even £10 each, and then the rest is just for free. However you wish to look on it. It doesn't matter, you get it all anyway. It's free delivery today. Loving your work. Now I'll bring you the second part of the kit. There are only 20 of these left, so I'll leave that there. Do check it out if it's in your basket, and if you want to call, please do call Contact Centre. They are there and available. I think the previous kit sold out. Oh, nearly lost my agates there. They're very well polished, but they're rolling quite far. I'll show you these first. They are gore. In fact, I'll show you them in the earrings so you can see them in a finished piece of jewellery. We've just seen the pearls. Now I'm going to give you the shepherd hooks, and I'm going to give you these in a second. We'll do those next, will we? Right, let's get the silver on. Let's get it on. I'm in love with this S-hook. Did I mention I like this S-hook?
It's so pretty. It's so delicate, isn't it? It's a gorgeous piece.
Isn't it? And that amethyst is it's a delicate piece, as you say, but the amethyst is sizable, isn't it?
It is. It's gorgeous. Really gorgeous.
This is that. Oh, sorry.
Fell off.
What does that mean, amethyst? In fact, I'll just hold it there and balance it across my finger and make that a bit easier. Wowza. What a colour. It's very sizable S-hook. To be able to put a gemstone in the middle of your S-hook, it's not exactly going to be shy and tiring, is it? The S-hook on its own is coming through at a 5x9mm. Oh no, that's not true, that's a lobster clasp. Let me just check. It's 19x11mm for your silver gem set X-hook. Wow, 5mm amethyst. That's a lot of silver in that then, isn't there? All 92.5% pure. Wowza. Oh, actually, yeah, no, that is the size of this one. They've got an even bigger hook. Look at this one. That's lovely. I love that detail in there as well. Again, sterling silver. Super big. What a treat. So you've got one of those, plus lobster claw clasp. There we go. Yeah, slightly different size between those two, isn't there? 2 pairs of shepherd hooks in there that you can see. You get your length of chain, which I'll slip over the top. That's 8 inches in chain. Oh, usually it's 7 inches. That's a bit cheeky. We're giving you an extra inch. Huh. I think anyone would say no to an extra inch of sterling silver, would you? And then you've got your ball pin head pins. Ball pin head pins? Ball head pins, which are 2mm in their ball. And you get 10 of those and 15 of our closed jump ring. Oh no, closed jump rings. We've got 10 jump rings. We don't have 10 jump rings, do we? It's 3 jump rings. loving your work. You've got crimp covers and crimps, which you'll get more of. You get 15 of the ball head pins, that's maybe where we got confused. You get 10 of the crimps, and you're going to get 10 of the crimp covers, which are these ones here, which can create lovely little sterling silver balls if you wish. They don't have to be used as a function that they are. You could actually just use them as decoratively if you wish. So it's 3 jump rings, just to confirm, 15 head pins, 10 of the crimps, 10 of the crimp covers, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, and then 2 fancy clasps. And then we're going to, oh, can't just match the price. That clasp, because you got a 45-piece sterling silver findings pack, and then what's that, 2 extra clasps? 2 sterling silver clasps that are extra, because that's allowed. 925 stamped on your clasp as well. Don't know if you can see that.
I know I've said this
there
before, but the quality of these findings are just really beautiful. So, you know, I would never put anything else other than sterling on any of the pieces I would be making. So these are just gorgeous quality.
I think we need these then. And it's £16.90 for 45 findings. Well, it's actually technically going to be 47 you're going to get, isn't it? Because these 2 are separate findings that we're adding to it. Oh no, just the S hook's a separate one, forgive me. This one comes with it. It just looks that big, I thought it was separate. It's got its own 925 stamp on it. Usually it needs to be sort of quite a weighty gram weight to need a sterling silver stamp, but sometimes if we like it, we would just maybe put one on it just to show what we've got, really.
Indeed. You know, the fact that they're hallmarked, it obviously helps enormously with that role in if you're going on to sell your pieces as well through fairs and things like that. So yeah, they're already there for you.
Speaks for themselves, don't they? You don't have to try and convince somebody it's sterling silver. Yeah. Get your authenticity certificate, which you can. It's 25 pence if you want one. But for that is a treat if ever I saw one. Check it out when you can. Well done on that. And I'll quickly bring you those earrings using the shepherd hooks. We've brought you the shepherd hooks, we've brought you the pearls, we've brought you the head pins. Now I'm going to bring to you these amazing treat. Doesn't that look amazing? So you get guaranteed 2. We gave Tracey 3, so you could put one in a pendant if you wish, and an earring, so just to show how versatile, how versatile they are. But you will be guaranteed 2. So you might want to make earrings, or you might want to get 2 packs of these, and then you can make a pendant as well. It's completely up to you. So they're solid sterling silver. What I might do is just pop one on a head pin, just so you can see. They've got your red onyx in there. Get red onyx. Gotta get red onyx. They've got now that's super lustrous. They've got a 925 stamp on the top. I don't know if I have to move my way if you can see that. There's your 925 stamp. And they are wonderful. They make me think a little bit of tulips.
They're gorgeous because they're so beautifully well shaped and consistent, and the top little silver cap on there, just they're screaming quality. They really are really gorgeous pieces. So you know, you can do an awful lot with these.
I completely agree. It's required, isn't it? What you need is a quality finding. If you're going to be making high-end jewellery with sterling silver findings, you don't want to have lovely sterling silver findings and then a gem that doesn't match that quality, or vice versa, the gem and not having the findings to match. So you've got everything today on free delivery day. £11.95. Delivery is free. I know. So call me on the phone lines on the web. So you're going to get 2 of them, and you're going to get that sterling silver. That's not something I've added on. That sterling silver there is already attached, so you don't have to attach it. It comes with it. The loop, there it is already on. I'm using a head pin to hold it for you, just to make it a little bit easier for you to see. It doesn't go over the top of the head pin, so if you do wish to use it as Tracey has, you know that that's something that if you wish, it's not going to slip through it, because sometimes the head pins, if a featherweight head pin, might be a little bit too small and the ball might come in, but with the 2mm ball there, it's very secure. There was a 45-piece findings pack already, so you've already seen that. If you have missed it, just speak to the contact centre. It was just a previous opportunity. It is still available, but just very, very, very busy today. So please do that, bear that in mind for anything you like, just because it might be selling out a wee bit quicker than usual today, because it is, well, It's free delivery day, it's busy, I'm not meant to be here, we've got the gorgeous Tracey, there's reasons why things are going naughtily low today, and why I know you've tuned in just to see Tracey anyway, so many of you are waiting to see her design, so we're not going to make you wait any longer. £11.95, so you've seen all the separate components that Tracey's used. The reason we split them up is to give you more chance of covering everybody's budget and getting everything, so you might have some shell or pearl but you might not have findings and vice versa, so by separating it, give you as much as possible. Tracey, I will let you go and I'll try not to interrupt at all.
It's not at all, not a problem.
No, we'll let you.
The ring is what we're going to make, if you want to bring that in.
Yes, I do. I diddly do. Oh my gosh, I hadn't seen that shell. Can I show everyone that?
Dinky shell, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You didn't show that earlier, but very reminded you. How gorgeous is that?
It's tiny, isn't it? But sweet. So, yeah.
I'm in love with our mermaid ring. Mermaid, I'm calling it a mermaid ring because if I was a mermaid, that's the ring I would want to have.
There isn't actually a mermaid on it, but it's got a sea theme to it, so that's what we were going with.
As a mermaid, that would be my ring.
Would it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not a mermaid, so I'll get over that.
Okay, so I wanted to show you making the ring, really.
Yes.
So first of all, making a ring, you need to select a size you want to make your ring to. So if I choose, like, on my ring mandrel, this is the size I'm going to make. Now I make sure, using my ring gauge, that I'm not having to pull and shove this on and off too much. It just slips on really easily and slips off, okay? Pop this onto my ring mandrel. I have a tapered ring mandrel here, but you can, I know JM do beautiful.
We do the metal ones, don't we?
The metal ones and the blocks, which are fantastic, which I actually prefer the straight ones. So I want to size this up because the clay shrinks during firing. We need to size this up by 3 sizes to make sure we're accounting for that shrinkage. So from the ring size I wanted, I count up 1, 2, 3.
Ah, so you missed the one you had and count from one after it.
Yeah. So this is the size I want to make. So if I pop that onto my ring mandrel there, I'm going to mark this. I've got my Sharpie. I usually do it with a pencil, but I know pencil marks don't show very well on camera. So if I mark it there with my Sharpie marker.
So you do it at the bottom?
Yeah. So at the bottom is where I've marked it on here. So now I'm going to take a piece of, this is like, it could be greaseproof paper. This happens to be freezer paper, which I'm using.
Okay.
And I'm going to wrap it onto the mandrel just here and rip off the excess, and just with a wee bit of sellotape just tape that onto here like so. So make sure that's nice and secure. I'm not taping it to the mandrel, I'm just taping the paper to itself.
Okay.
Because later on we'll want to take it off the ring mandrel. Okay. And then we go back to our 3 sizes up that we wanted to make. Slide this on, and I'm just going to mark it once again. So this gives me a definite position. If I mark a ring all the way around.
And you do it from the bottom of it, not the top?
Yeah, the bottom, on the back side of it there. Alright. So there's lots of different ways of making rings, but this is just
the way you do it, and just that continuous, that you always do it the same way, and then you won't get it wrong.
So I've now got the ring size what you want to make my ring to. So I'll pop that to one side just a second. Take some clay, and I'm going to roll this out, starting with my fingers into a bit of a sausage, and then I'm going to use a snake roller to make this grow a little, and I just apply a little pressure, more and more. If I take it on the diagonal, then I can get it to grow a little longer. So just roll it, a little more pressure and a little more pressure, just to get it to grow. Okay, so now I'm roughly where I want to go. So I'm going to pop this onto my ring mandrel like so. And this is where you need to hold it. It's like patting your head and rubbing your tum. You've got to, to hold it so it doesn't fall off. But I've kind of kept to that line and crossed over, if you know what I mean. And I'm now going to use my knife again and just cut through. Doesn't matter what angle, as long as it's the same angle on both sections. So it could be straight, it could be diagonal. Okay, doesn't really matter. And just take away the excess from each side. And now I'm going to make sure that this ring sits on that base, that line, that blue line I marked with the pen, and the cliff face of this ring, I'm just going to smoosh down like so.
A bit like when you're doing silicone.
Yeah, you just smoosh it down to nothing. And this is where I'm going to make my join. So with a little bit of the syringe, I'm going to put a blob of clay in there, quite a generous blob, and bring this back round to join it here. Okay. And with my brush, rubber tip tool, just need some water. Where's my water? Here's my water.
Bear in mind I've got all your tools, so if you need them, just ask.
So with a little water, I'm now just going to blend and join this together. So it's a little bit of dragging one side across this way, this side across this way, just to blend these together.
You're getting excited out there.
Okay. Now you do have to kind of just be patient with this. You don't want to squash it, but you do need to kind of knit these two edges together, if that makes sense, because you need to make sure you get a good seal and connection between these two layers.
Have we got any of our syringe earlier? Right, oh, it's on screen already. He's ahead of me. Our Phil's got your syringe on. It's £19.95. It's the only silver clay we have left now. So please do bear that in mind. This is all we have. So if you fancy it, do go for it now. Okay. So just with my finger and a little water, I'm just going to make sure that that's all sitting straight and all sitting smoothly on the mandrel. Now, there will be a little bit of tidying up we need to do around this joint, but we can do that after it's dry. Okay. If we overwork it just now, then you can start to put fingerprints in it and dings and marks that you really don't want. So just be a little patient, let it dry. And I've got just a couple of little things that I've made with polymer clay so that I can rest this for it to dry. Won't touch the table. Yeah, it's not going to touch the base. So you can set it on your windowsill to dry, or you can pop it into your domestic oven, wherever it is that you're going to dry your pieces. So just pop it to one side to dry, and once it's dry, then you're ready to continue. So if I just pop that to one side, I've got one that I took off the mandrel, that's now all dried up, and you can see what I'm talking about. You can still see that little join. Now, as it happens, because of the design of this ring, I'm not going to fuss over too much about filling this in. Right. You could go back with your lump of clay and start filling in the gaps if you wanted to, but it's not that necessary, because we're going to put a little feature on the top here, and we're going to place it right over this join. But what we do want to do is smarten this up a little bit and make it look a little bit more tidy. So we can use our files. We can go in with our files such as this. I might have not put them in the right order. I'll take them all out for you. So if I take the round file, for example, I'm going to file. You can see there's a little ridge on the edge. Can you see that, Ali? There's a little ridge. Only just, but yeah. There's a little ridge around here because that's where it's sat on the ring mandrel. And I just wanted to take that little ridge away, so it's a little smoother. So using the round file, if I just file in again and a little bit of an angle, I keep the ring moving in my fingers, and it just takes off that little ridge. You can see the dust just falling away underneath me there as I file. And I'll do that side, and I'll do that side just the same. And keep it moving. Alright, and what I'm also going to add to this is a little bit of texture. And I'm going to do that with something just like my craft knife. So if I add a little water onto the surface and then just start using the knife. You don't have to use the knife, you can use the file as well to kind of scratch away, because it gives you this scratched really cool texture. Okay, a little roughed up texture. Covers a multitude of sins as well. If you haven't got, you've got little marks in there already. If you're just getting started with metal clay, it's quite common to have a few little fingerprints or marks that you don't really want. So this scratching texture will hide an awful lot of, I think it looks so faults and flaws. So you just continue that inside and out all the way around until you've got that completely
filed up, if you know what I mean, and make that great. Okay, so to move on to the rest of the ring, which is the feature on the top here.
Wow.
I'm going to use, I've got a collection of these in my studio, all sorts of amazing bits and pieces. I've got fossils, I've got shells, this is some cuttlefish which are cut in half.
Wow.
I've got all sorts of things, and then I've also got all sorts of other daft bits and pieces. You may all go to those seaside shops.
Yeah.
I can't help myself, I can't.
They're perfect little shapes.
Little tiny shells, and then charms as well. These have come from goodness knows where, because I've been doing this a long time, so these come from all sorts of places. Yeah, my stash. These are little charms that are found here and there and everywhere at craft shops and things like that. Along life's journey you come across these things, so I've found these little charms as well. And we're going to take moulds of these, so that we can make these into little features onto our ring. So to make a mould, we use our 2-part silicone moulding compound. I know we have this at JM. So we use equal amounts of each, the 2-part silicone moulding compound. It comes in blue and white. And I just roll those into equal size pieces and put them side by side and make sure that they are equal before I mix them. Now you do have a limited time to work with this, so you know, be efficient with what you're doing. So once you've got your 2 pieces, then you start to mix it together. Mix it quite quickly. I fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it, and you want to mix it until it's completely even in tone and colour, because if it's still marbly, you will find it won't cure properly.
Right.
Okay. Now I'm going to just take a mould of a few little pieces. I take my tiny little starfish here.
Now many of you might have these moulding compounds at home. We've only got 12, so we'll just pop them on the screen for you quickly, but there's 12 left in stock. So the silicone moulding compound, that's the same as what Tracey's using just now.
And then say for a shell, I've gone over the top of that one because it's that flat. For the little shell, because it's a bit more 3-dimensional, I've just put a little bit there on my mat and just push the shell in about halfway down. And now I just leave these to cure, completely leave it to cure. And once these are cured, they're hard like this. So here's some of my little moulds that I've done previously of all these little bits and pieces.
That is so cool.
So these would take about 10-15 minutes to cure and go hard like this. It doesn't take very long at all.
Brilliant. We should have been staying at that price, but it's under £20 today, so we just managed to convince Phil to go lower. He didn't want to, but then we said it's under £20 today, you have to.
Okay, so if I just pop those to one side. Now to make my little individual pieces, I'm just going to take a wee bit of my clay, and you really don't need a lot, and you're just going to push it into the mould. Now you can guess, if you like, and how much you'll need. That was just about right.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks perfect.
That was just about right. And then as I flip it and flex it, it will pop out with that little shell.
Wow.
All right. Now, say if I do this tiny little starfish as well, push that in. Oops, push the clay in. Now I've got far too much excess here on the back. So if I just take my craft knife, tissue blade, whichever, and I just swipe off the excess like this. And you can see I've got the clear outline of my little starfish. And again, just flex and just encourage it out the mould. It might just need a little bit of...
Yeah, because it's quite dainty, isn't it?
There we go. He's popped out there onto the mat. So now I've got my 2 little moulded elements. Now the feature element on this ring is made using a... What do you call these? A sea urchin.
Oh, yeah.
A sea urchin. This is a sea urchin. Now I don't actually have a sea urchin anymore because they're such a delicate thing. They break, and all the sea urchins I had are broken. So I managed to take this mould. So if you find some sea urchins, you can take your mould, and then you've got it to keep, and you can use these moulds over and over and over again.
It's a good idea.
But if I just take a lump of clay, it's only a small piece, and just press it in here, just press it down really firmly. And I'm not getting too hung up on making it perfectly round. And then I'm going to pop this out. Oops. doesn't want to come out now. Oh, I'm making a hash of this.
Oh, you know, not at all.
Making a mess of that, getting that one out. Anyway, pop that one out. That one didn't come out so well, but this one I did earlier.
That one did.
Right. So this one came out really nicely. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't come out so well first time round.
Bear in mind that clay has been
Perhaps,
out.
yeah, perhaps I should have put a little bit of balm in there just to pop it out. But the thing is, your clay will use over and over again. So if it doesn't work right first time, do it again. You know, it's not wasted. So this is one that I made and have dried out.
Okay.
And you can see also I've put a little dint into the middle. And I did that simply by using the back of the file and just pushing into the centre. And that's because it's going to create...
There you go, we can see from there.
It's going to create a little seat for the pearl to sit on. Does that make sense?
Wow, yes.
Okay. Now these are some of the little shells. I'll need my tweezers for this one. These are some of those little bits and pieces I've made. That these are all dry now.
Wow, I'm just amazed.
Okay, so these little bits and pieces are dry, and these are going to go and sit on here later on. All right. So I can start to assemble my ring. If I use a tiny little bit of my paste.
And you had that one earlier if anyone needs it.
Just get a little bit out, just pop it on my mat here, and see if it's that little starfish I'm going to add. I'm going to put a little bit of water just on there where I'm going to add it. And just add a little bit of water to that paste just to make it a sloppier consistency. It just makes it easier. Pick up my little starfish. Oh, that's the wrong one. Pick up my little starfish. That's still the wet one.
Yeah, it wasn't like that, was it?
This is why it's important to let them dry, because they're easier to handle.
Yeah.
And then I can just pop that into place, and using a water brush or regular paintbrush, just go around the edges with a tiny bit of water, just to pop that into position. With this other little shell, I'll do the same with that one. Decide where that's sitting. Pick it up, dip it in that little bit of slip, pop it into position, and just run around the edge. Run around the edge with a little water. Make sure it's got a good connection, so if you just hold them for a count of 30 seconds or so, just to make sure that they're nice and secure. This one's wriggling round, which says it's not secure at the moment, so perhaps we need to just take it off, put a little bit more paste underneath. There we go, that's better, it's not moving now. So that's now in position, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and attach one on top of the other here, but I hadn't actually finished this. But right now...
Sorry, I'm not giving you any space, am I? I'm like, wow.
You're enthralled here, aren't you?
Yeah, I love
it. The ring is round here, so we need a little flat seat for the ring topper to sit on. Otherwise, you're trying to put something flat on top of something round. So it needs like a little flat edge to sit on. So if I just take the nice flat file, where are we? Nice flat file. And if I file in, right on that join where I made it, I'm going to file a little flat.
Like a seat, isn't it? Like a little table.
Yeah, a little flat table for that to sit on. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. And now again, I can use the syringe or the paste. And if I put big generous dollop on the top there and add my little syringe, and add my topper, I'm just going to hold them thumb inside, finger on top, and I'm going to hold this for a count of about 30 seconds or more before I set that aside to dry. And then once that's dry, I can go back in and tidy it up. Now on this one I added a few details underneath as well. I added another little starfish underneath, and I added some little granules, the dots and things like that, which look like little pebbles, and they act also to make a good connection between the ring and the topper. Yeah. So they secure everything together as well, and it's the element of surprise as well in your jewellery, you know, the detail underneath as well.
Turn that over there so if you haven't seen it yet. So you've got all the texturing that you created. You've got, as you say, your starfish. It's like a hidden treasure, isn't it? Lots of people have the sort of hidden ideas within the pieces, and then, oh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
So
More than okay.
again, once these are all completely dried and you're happy and everything's secured and nothing's going to fall off, then you're ready to fire. So as I said, firing can either be done with your blowtorch or on your gas hob. Now, I talked about the blowtorch earlier. If you're doing this on your gas hob, you need to turn your largest burner and turn it on full. And you'll need like a little metal grill. So you can, I get them from camping shops and things like that.
Oh,
or
yes.
disposable barbecues. Sometimes they've got these little grills. Pop that on top of your gas hob as well. And the piece will need to sit in what I call the ring of fire. So as you've turned it on, you'll see the glow. The glowing section. So that's where the piece will need to sit, in that glowing section.
Okay.
So it needs to sit in there. It will need to be there for about 5-10 minutes or so. Okay. Again, you're going to see smoke and some flames. That's all really normal. Just don't worry about it.
Don't panic.
That doesn't last very long. And just leave it there for a good 10 minutes or so after the smoke and flames have gone. Keep that flame really high. And then once you've finished, you can turn off your gas hob, quench the piece, and you're ready to go back to your wire brush polishing, as we saw before. So you take your wire brush, polish it up, because once it's fired, it's white.
Right.
So you brush it off with your nice soft. These are gorgeous. These are really nice and soft.
They are, aren't they?
They're really nice.
You'll
and
use
soft.
them more than me, but for what I get to see.
So you're getting all the nooks and crannies to get rid of all the white off the silver initially. And then I've used a liver sulfur solution, so it's just literally 1 drop of liver sulfur in some hot water, and I've just literally held it with the tweezers like this, and dipped it in and taken it out really that quickly.
That gave you that?
Yeah, that quickly. The hotter and stronger the solution, the quicker the reaction, and the different colours and things that you can get.
So would you use boiling water or just hot?
I think mine was close to boiling.
Right, so if you boil a kettle and pour it out at the time you get your liver sulphur, drop a wee bit in. That's amazing.
And then just to finish this all off, the little pearl on the top, I've used one of the head pins, just trimmed it down a little, popped it in the top here, and literally glued it in with a good glue, and glued the pearl on top of the ring.
So an E6000, for example, we've got that. It's £2.95 on the web.
That's exactly what I used, the E6000, to glue the head pin into the top of the pearl, and the pearl on top of the sterling ring.
Stacey, that's amazing. We've just got a wee message through. Tracey, Stacey. I was reading a message from Lorraine, which has got nothing to do with it. Lorraine's messaged in from South Yorkshire. This is a fantastic demo, Tracey. So easy to follow and great tips.
Thank you.
100% second that.
I hope you enjoy making it, really.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all your pictures on Facebook, but more importantly to the Wall of Fame. Make sure you get them sent to us. Lots and lots and lots I want to see. Love it. Love it. More messages coming through. Beautiful piece and excellent demonstration, Tracey, with lots of kisses.
Oh, bless her. Thank you.
And Dawn's message in too to say, can you hammer the clay once it's set? And that's from Dawn.
Okay, this is 999 quality silver. I really don't recommend hammering it. You can tap it out. If it's lost a bit of shape during firing, you can tap it out with like a rawhide mallet and on a steel mandrel, but it shouldn't really be necessary. But you know, you're not silversmithing. You know, that's different. There is a new clay on the market that you can do a little bit more hammering, but our regular 999 silver, you shouldn't need to hammer.
There we go. Hopefully that's helped you. We have got a really, really, really short break. We'll bring more treats on the other side. Tracey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love it.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just $2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $4.95.
Get interactive with Jewellery Maker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
It's so good to see you. If you've just tuned in, I'm Ali. We are doing under £20 day. Was it a dream, or did our boss come on with a strand of emeralds in pear drops, central drilled, and take them under £10 to £6.95? Did that happen? Tracy, do you remember that? Did that happen?
It was a bit of a deja vu moment. No, not deja vu moment. It was a bit of a weird moment, wasn't it? When he walked in. Oh, what's happening? What's going on? But hey, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. A great price point there. Well, he didn't make the price, but he didn't complain too much, did he? He let us off. Producer Phil is in the house, and I get so excited because we're actually in a house. Producer Phil is there. Oh, now this, I launched these with Producer Phil actually a couple of days ago. Now, wait till I show you these. Now, Producer Phil and I hadn't worked together since, I thought it was November. But apparently, we'd worked together in December, but I think that was a fib. I don't think it's true. My name was on something and I don't think I was here. It was some rose quartz last night. I'm still going to find out. Apparently, I launched some rose quartz at £4 in December. That would not have happened with me. I would remember that. So anyway, but that does mean you did it, Phil. Anyway, the reason I tell you that is because we hadn't worked together forever and a day, since November. And then we got to work together a couple of days ago and we had the launch of these in lovely, it was like an amber tone, cognac and honey amber tones. They were so gorgeous. The hand carving that goes into these is so difficult. I was talking to the buying team about them when they arrived. We are so proud of the quality. Hand carving can be in lots of different levels, but I always think of a particular type of ornament my mum used to get when I was growing up. And she used to tell me that this particular brand had two different types of ornaments. They had the one that was by the top carvers, and then if you couldn't quite afford that price, you could get the other type of the beginning carvers, so still very talented carvers, but they're not as accurate in their carving. Don't know if you know the brand of ornaments that I mean, but
I think so.
they do, well, it doesn't matter what brand it is, but there was two different levels and the prices were massively different. You'd be looking maybe £100 for this sort of not beginners, but the not as accurate carvers, and then for the sort of top carvers, you could be looking into your 4 figures. So there's a difference in quality in carving, and I think we need to really appreciate that, because these are the highest level of carving we've offered. They are another level. I don't know if you can see how intricate these are, but they really, really are. And what's so good about the carving on these is that you actually get, it looks like they've been printed. They are genuine hand-carved shell, but they genuinely look like the grooves that have been created look like they've been printed. Like you've made a mould of a little butterfly and you've got it as intricate as the moulds you were making earlier, Tracey.
Yeah. And it's the consistency of each one, you know, makes the difference, doesn't it?
Most definitely. I mean, we could try and make something like that with maybe clay. In fact, these would be lovely. Could you do that? Could you make a print of that?
Exactly,
as you did with your mould set a minute ago, and then create
little silver ones?
Oh my gosh, I need them just for that. How lovely would that be?
Definitely.
And it wouldn't damage these at all, would it?
No, not at all. I mean, you've got to wait for the silicone mould to dry properly, but once it's dry, it pops it out and it leaves no residue behind on whatever you've used. So, yeah, you could make little replicas of those.
And the reason I would suggest these is because they are so intricate. It's not just also a butterfly shape in the outside. The carving of these wings are just, would you call it wings? It is wings on a butterfly, isn't it? They are so intricate. Can you see that that's allowing you to have a really lovely shell shimmer at different angles? Now, if they hadn't been carved like that, you wouldn't get that. I've got Essex, Wiltshire, Sharon, Worcestershire, Kent, and there's so many. Now, you're guaranteed 15 butterflies. Yeah, that's the back. That's the average carving I would expect to see. Have a look at this. That is a carving I would expect for a butterfly. Then look at that. Look at what you actually get. Can you see? They look good from the back. They look like an average carved butterfly, don't they? That's a nice butterfly. That's a lovely butterfly. But then when you see that intricate, I mean, that's another world. Look at those. Ah, £1 a butterfly. Now, I have to be honest, these are supposed to be £17.95, and I know that because I went and spoke to the buying team about it, and we were over the moon that we could get them for just over £1 a genuine shell. Genuine real shell. Rita's in, Irina's in, Sharon's in. If you're ever going to get it on a day where post and packaging or delivery is free, and get it on a day where they're down to £15 instead of £17.95. Love, love, love it. I think that would look really pretty. Well, there's so many ideas I had the other day, but if you just want to have them as a really pretty, oh, see, like that, it makes me think I want to have a headpiece with them going around my head, like a little halo. But right here, I want to use monofilament and have them, I was just trying to see if they're the right way around, but have monofilament and make a floating, I mean, that's the back. Hold on a minute. The back looks good. You can completely understand. Now, those are so difficult to hand carve. Should we try and carve? Look at that, that's the back of it. We'll turn them around. Oh, so much love for these. Can you see the colours that are coming through them? So it is blue. Enjoy. There was Maureen's coming through, Karen's coming through, Frankie. Is there a problem with the phone lines? Because everybody who's got these so far has got them on the web. Nope, no problem. You're just taking your time, which is still no problem at all. If you want to do it on the phone lines, it's a free UK landline and mobile providers as well. They are fantastic. Love those. Well done to you. Do remember to press your button 1 because we can't speak to you until we're being spoken to. Right. I have some very limited aqua chalcedony coming up. I'm going to do, oh, we can't do the malachite. Have you seen how low these are? This. It's a butterfly in the gallery. Can I see? I love butterflies. She's going to take a picture of it. There's a butterfly on camera operator Emma's arm right now. How funny is that? I've got butterflies on the show. How often do we have butterflies? And there's a butterfly on our camera operator's arm. I need to see this. There was a butterfly last night fluttering around. Bring it in! Oh, that's going to make me so happy. I love butterflies. Walking around with a butterfly. It must like you. I love that Wes has got the camera poised for the door. Look, I'm doing my hair for the butterfly. It's just chilling on your arm. Oh, gosh. It's just hanging out on your arm. That's amazing.
Just making friends. I'll take them outside now.
Thank you so much. That's just made my day. From one butterfly to another. I think ours look better. I don't know if that one was real. How cool is that? Right, let's get some malachite on for you. This is so wrong. I couldn't believe the price producer Phil suggested for this. I thought he was fibbing. Thank you for that, cameraman. I love that. That's made me super happy. Oh, hello. 520 carats of malachite. There's only 50 in stock. 15, sorry, not 50. I wish there was 50. Now down to 14 already. You will need to be quick on this because this malachite is going so low, it's unreal. I haven't seen malachite ever like this before. Hand on heart, I haven't ever, and never have seen malachite like this. I don't think you can get malachite nuggets like this, do you? Or do you? Well, either way, I know everybody just walked in and went, oh, malachite at 9, I know. I can't get my head around it. It's so low. Enjoy it. 0800 644 655 is the phone line. Jewellerymaker.com. It's free delivery today. I know, under £20 today, you can get 2 for that price. You need to check it out on the web. I don't have enough. I only had 15. Irene and Essex straight in with 2. Loving your work. There's so many of you there, but I only had 2. I only had 2. I've only got 2, I think. They've gone. Well done. Oh, well done. Oh, you need to join me quick on anything you see that you like. This is last chance aqua praise. There's literally 9, like genuinely last chance. Call now if you want aqua praise and you're thinking I've never even heard of that. It only launched the other day. It's aqua chalcedony. Wow. Evan's still got the butterfly. Oh, how lovely. Oh. £27.95. It's under £20 today. Even no, brand new. Okay. Right, lots and lots coming your way. Green amethyst. Let's make it up to you. I want to put that with those Labradorites from earlier. Imagine all of that together. Looking good or looking good? Oh, wait a minute. Green appreciate. Well, that's one way of making up for it, isn't it? Oh my gosh. You can get how many for that price? For under 20? No pots and packaging today. No. If you're ever going to join me, do it today. Today is the day where there's no pots and packaging. So literally, you could just wear this around your neck. Okay, I would advise you restranding it because it's on a temporary strand, but straight away you could just wear that. Oh, we haven't done the necklaces. Oh, can we do those today though? I'll just put them all around my neck. Sterling silver ones. Just been wearing them all day like they're mine. They're not mine. Sometimes I forget and I just put things on and then go home. I genuinely do forget. I do. It's like I went home as well. As when I once went home with a one-of-a-kind piece of jewellery on. 4-figure piece, but it was because I'd been wearing it all day, showing it off, that it felt like it was meant to be there. So it wasn't until I was driving the car and I noticed a reflection on the roof of the car. I was like, what's that? And it was the sun catching it. The gem was reflecting. I was like, ah! More insecurity on the loudspeaker. I didn't mean to. I'm on my way back. I'm coming. was 4 figures. I think it was ended up at 3,900 odd pounds. Platinum, one of the biggest gems. I think it was like a sphalerite or something. Huge. It was huge. Yeah, it had just been on all day. I'd had it on for about 7 hours. So I just literally took my microphone off, took my top back off, got in the car, I was tootling away home. I was like, oh my word, I was panicking. They were like, it's all right, Ali, calm down. I thought, let security know. I can't believe I got out the building with it, to be fair. Like, doopy-doopy-doo, as if that's a normal thing that I wear to work. 185 carats for you there, green amethyst or Prairie. It's February's birthstone, which is quite nice, because if you're not into lilacs and purples, because you quite like your blues, are you partial to the greens as well, Tracey?
Yeah, greens, blues, they're all my favourites, really. Yeah. They're always so, I don't know, they seem to go with my wardrobe, you know. I wear a lot of greens, blues, blacks, darker colours, really.
Yeah, you're going for red today. Ooh, mixing it up a little bit front telly with us. I can't say I'm not thrilled. At £2.95 for that amount of Prairie, I'm just going to keep it on. Prairie, it's far too low. Mary in Kent's got 3. Love your work, Mary. That makes me think of springtime. Oh gosh, anybody who got the rose quartz last night, if you put that together, fabulous. That good, it made me blow a raspberry. 5mm round white pearls. Well, after what happened earlier, 6mm, even bigger. After what happened earlier, I don't think we should be doing any pearls today. He's doing them anyway. I love that. Just going to do them anyway. 5mm round pearls. Are these treated? No, they're natural. I think we think the same, Tracey.
I just love pearls. You know, you can do so much with them. They can be classic, they can be contemporary. Again, with my blues and greens, I love pearls. They are, and I seem to get a lot of pearls with my kits, so I'm always a happy bunny because they're so lovely.
I completely agree with you. And that clasp that we've both fell in love with earlier.
Yeah.
Sterling silver clasp, and then if I put these in as well, I'm not going to take them off, but I'll put them in. Ah, are you thinking of some of your very well-renowned guest designers for their pearls? Mm-hmm. Do you think I've often seen Hannah Osborne without a pearl strand around her neck, or Jan Dwyer without a pearl strand to hand or on the line to get one? Genuine pearls. I bought some pearls the other day just because they were perfectly round. The graduated ones we had a while ago for the deal of the day. I bought 2. Was it 2 or 3 strands I bought of that? No, I bought 2. Phil, you bought 2 of the metre ones. I didn't manage those. They sold out before I got a chance. Producer Phil, why did you buy pearls? Huh? Huh? One day you might have some time off, and then what? What are you going to do with that? You can do something with them, or are you going to thread them for yourself, or you make them as a gift, or what are you going to do? Just to sell? Oh, not for your lovely ladies in your life, but to sell.
Investment.
Oh, I like that. There we go. Producer Phil is doing his gemstone shopping. I like that. There you go. Well, we've had to take them under 20. Carmarthenshire, their multi-purchase is coming through. Northumberland, Julia's in there, Rachel, Delia's in. Or Delia, I hope I said that correctly. Sorry, I'm not going to be saying it all day, so if I've said it wrong, that could be quite annoying. I'm sorry. Hope I've got it right. God loves a trier, I'm hoping. London, Lanarkshire in there as well. How many do we have, please? 50 left. Oh, quick. Perfectly round pearls. I got mine because I thought it would be lovely to make a gift. Yeah, I can say it. My family might be. Oh, I don't know if my mum's watching. I think my mum's not watching. I was going to make some for my mum for her Christmas.
Oh.
I say it quietly. I've still said it on the telly, so she's watching. She's still going to know.
It doesn't matter how loud or how quiet you say it. When you say it on the telly, it's out there.
I know. Oh, no. Please don't tell my mum. If anyone knows my mum, don't tell her. Don't tell her. I thought that would be really nice. And then, because her birthday's on Christmas Eve, I thought I thought I could make like a little suite. So she could have earrings and a pendant and a bracelet and a necklace.
How lovely. That'll be really nice.
It'll take me quite a few months to do it, I'm sure, because me and pearl knotting don't go 100% together, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
You'll get there.
I'll get there slowly but surely, Tracey. And if I don't, I might just call on you. Help! £17.95. There were only 50 of those, and so many people are getting 2 of these. They are perfectly round, and what that denotes is an exquisite quality. They're perfectly smooth. There's no banding or pitting that's visible to me. And usually that would be quite prominent if you had banding and pitting. It's not something that's too shy and retiring. So the quality of these is fantastic. You can see that for yourself. Imagine you were fortunate enough to get those butterflies. How pretty would that be? That's so lovely. Just one butterfly. You know the sterling silver pieces we've had recently with sort of the one butterfly just almost hidden but just there. Can you count them please, Ali? Thanks for the demo, Tracey.
You're welcome.
Got me on count patrol. Right, I'll count halfway and then we'll guesstimate the rest. Or do you want me to count everything? You want me to count everyone? Here we go. Ready for this. There's quite a lot on here. Feels wrong having them on the table. I feel like it should be on a little podium. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 16. What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 69. Approximately 69 pearls. I wish I hadn't done that now. Now I feel really bad. At £17.95, perfectly round 6mm pearls. They've got the Orient on there and they're natural. The colour is natural. They're not bleached, no. I love bleached pearls as well. Just depends what you're looking for, but that's where the difference in the price is. £17.95. It's been a while since we've had perfect round pearls. We only had 50, so if there's any left, do check that out. MQP. I didn't see the end of it. That's what happens when you start reading the code as it goes. Right. I've got loads of tables. Show off. I wasn't bragging about. They're not my tables. Somebody said. They're all laughing at me. They're like, "Ooh, look at all my tables." All right. Well, so I've got some lovely wire here. Lovely jubbly. 0.6mm gauge. Is it 7? Oh, I've been a bit strong with that. No, I've just coloured my fingers. So, 50 meters. I look like a zebra. That's what happens when you're far too cheeky with your wire. Thanking you. Tracey's got me a white, or 2 or 3. Right, 0.6mm gauge, silver colour on top of your copper. So it's actually silver plated. We've called it silver plated. We called it silver colour by mistake. Well, I say by mistake. It's when we first bought them in and then we realised and then we repackaged them. So basically you're getting it before we repackaged it. So basically you're getting the same thing, but you're getting it with the previous packaging, which therefore means you might get a lower price. I don't know what that noise was for. Excitement almost. So 0.6mm gauge and 50 metres of sterling silver. That's a lot, isn't it? Not point, sorry, I'm on, I can't remember what day I'm on, day 4 out of 9, 5 out of 9, can't remember. These are very, very popular if you're a wire worker. If you're not a wire worker, you might be thinking, oh, I don't know if I need any of that. Do you often use wires, Stacey? Because I know you use a lot of the silver. Tracey, why am I saying, oh, what's wrong with me? I'm so sorry, I do apologise. I shouldn't be on the telly today. Should not.
Do I use a lot of wire?
Yeah, I'm
little
sorry.
bits and pieces, not masses. I don't do wire work like some of our guest designers that are super talented. I don't do anything like that. I use a little bit of wire now and again to incorporate into overall design. So it might be a little bit of wire I need to link something together or to do a wrap loop on, that kind of thing. But other than that, no, I don't use, you know, a lot of wire.
That's something that many people might be looking at thinking, actually, no, I'm the same, but I don't have any. So if I get a little bit and just use it sparingly or use it as sort of amount that might be, that's going to last a very long time. So you might just need one reel.
Yeah.
If you're a regular, you'll probably need quite a $6.95. It's not often you get the 0.6 on its own, is it? Quite often you need to get a kit and you'll need to get everything else that's in the kit, which is great if you want everything else in the kit. But if you don't want the rest of it, or if you've already got those wire gauges and you don't need them, but you want this one, then this is giving you a chance to get it on its own. But as I say, we don't do it very, very often. In fact, I can't remember the last time I brought you a 0.6mm gauge wire on its own with the silver plated. I know it says silver coloured, sorry for that, but it is copper underneath and then silver plated on top of that, and then 50 metres in your 0.6 at £6.95 with free delivery. I know, it's free delivery day. What is that all about? Treat yourself. Come now, you get free delivery. I can't give you free premium as well. Giving you free delivery, but loving your trying. God loves a trier, but yeah. Yeah, free delivery. Can't express it for you. I'm sure it won't be much more if you want to add it on a couple of pounds to express it. I don't know how much it'll be. Speak with the contact centre. But yeah, you get free delivery. Come on now, that's pretty good. It's awesome, to be fair. It's more than pretty good. Yeah, God loves a trier. Right. Excited. That's £3 to put towards anything else today, isn't it? Or £2.95. Right, sorry, I was getting excited thinking about how much we saved. Blue lace agate caption. This looks amazing. Can I make a wee bundle for you? Let me show you this. Don't know if we're going to get to do these, but I'll show them to you anyway. Yes, we definitely will. Right. Looking good. Ta-da! With that, oh, this was all together on my T-bar to T-bar, and I thought it looked really good, so I thought it might be nice for you to see it. We're going to do the cabochon for us now. It's a faceted cabochon, which is quite unusual. And the rest, well, the other two we've done, and that's coming up, so you can get all of it today. All of that together, 2, 4, 6, 8, maximum is £80. Under £20 day for 4 treats. It's £4.95. You could get 4 for under £20. Now I can't guarantee you will have the exact same banding, because it won't, because they're all natural and individual. The banding is natural. The dyeing is different. You could get a couple and decide on your favourite, or you could get them all, keep them all. Doesn't matter. All the way from Brazil. Na 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 na. It would have been perfect for Caribbean Day yesterday. 50 carats. Remember a Brazilian festival? That'd be cool. The outfits. I had a look at those when it was Carnival Day, and I thought, oh, what outfit should I wear? And I saw all these feathers and the luminous colours, and I thought, I can pull that off on Jewellery Maker, but I'll give it a go. I wore a floaty dress instead, Tracy.
Safe option.
Yeah. Yep. £4.95. I've only got about 30 minutes left of our show to bring you as many treats as possible before the late show begins. Do not worry, it doesn't stop there. It goes all the way through live till 10 p.m. Ooh. I've got Julia with us in Buckinghamshire. I've got Delia and Kit. Is that a joke? Multi-purchases? No, it's not a joke. They are genuinely only £4.95. So flat at the bottom. Cabochon means it's dome-legged in the top, and it can be faceted as this one has. That for £5. Really? Why would we have any of these available? I can't get my head around that. I need it all. My butterflies. Can't believe the back of the butterflies look that good. Enjoy those. That's blowing my mind. Imagine that in the middle of a big... And some sterling silver chain. Not yet. Not yet for the chains. This we've done. I don't want to talk about the price. It was like £3. Let's do our pearls. Oh, I love these pearls. This is gorgeous. Nine by 11mm. I'm telling them I'm watching them, Tracy.
Yeah.
I'm watching them.
Keeping your eye on them.
Keep my eyes on them. Baroque pearls. 9 by 11mm. There are wind-ups in there, Tracy.
Are they saying daft things?
Yes, they are.
It's a good job I can't hear, really, isn't
They're
it?
saying crazy price points. Left, right and centre.
Again.
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 Again. I love that. Yeah. £9.95. It's like, what is it producer Danny says? Happening. It's happening. What are the rules? Yes. You need to stop saying that. It's happening. It's happening. Well, it's happened. £9. No, not £9. No, it is £9. I thought I was getting confused between the size 9 by 11mm, but it really is £9.95. No, you can't see the full length for that price. No, you can have half the length. You're not seeing all of it. Don't need to see it all. You get a free DVD. You get a free starters kit for you with the hub with their leaflet as well. 40 centimetres, just over 50, just shy of 16 inches, 15 and a half. I'll promise you 38, and if you get 3 extra, even greater. So you've got your DVD, you get your Get Started leaflet, you get your JM hub that we do every single month. If you're a new viewer, you'll get that automatically. If you're a regular viewer, but you're a regular treater, treat yourself regularly, or you don't and somebody else treats you. Either way, if you've had it once, we won't send it to you every single time you shop. But if you want to get it again, just let us know and we'll send it for free. It doesn't cost anything if you want to get it. I mean, that'd be a lovely way to give a gift to somebody, and you can get the magazine and get all the other stuff to go with it. It's free. Well, I'll call it a magazine. It's a leaflet, but it's quite big, so.
Cool. It would be a lovely introduction, wouldn't it, for everybody?
And it's almost like you've paid for it, but you haven't.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't like a gift?
Exactly. On free post and packaging, you get that free any day you join us for the first time. And as I say, if you want to introduce anyone, if you just lost yours and can't remember where, maybe you joined us like 5 years ago and you can't remember, just let us know, just ask us and we'll say it's free to call and it's free to join me on the web from the UK and join us on the web anywhere in the world. And if you want to join us on a mobile phone, it's free to certain mobile providers, 0800 numbers to many, so just check if you don't know. £9.95. I know it's free to O2 and EE. I'm not sure about any other suppliers, but I know mine is because they sent me a wee text message and says free to 0800 numbers, and I was like, yay! You can call JM for free. It was only like a couple of pennies a minute anyway. It wasn't exactly much, but I was still excited. Evangeline's in Hertfordshire and Kent. I've got space on this. Have I missed something? This is like the perfect mermaid tail colour, isn't it? I love peacock pearls. Is it the wrong time of the year for a peacock pearl? Never. We had, on Sunday we had peacock feathers. They flew out the door. They would look lovely with that. If you've got any Gemma Crow's pieces. Right, should we do my Singapore chain because I'm wearing it? I'm also wearing another chain and I'm also wearing I'm also wearing a strand of Brazilite. Brazilite. So, rhodium plating, and you got your Singapore link. Just gonna move. 18 inches. Have you ever seen a Singapore link before?
I can't say I have. No.
It's so cool. It's a complete necklace, I say.
It's beautiful.
It's 18 inches. Should I take it off so you can see the hand? I wear it as a necklace because I think it's so super lustrous. I genuinely just love it. It's my favourite necklace we've ever done. And to me, it's a necklace. I wear it on its own all the time. I don't have one. Every time I present it, I wear it, and then it always flies out the door. It's 8 grams of silver. Do you want to feel it?
Can I come sit?
I don't think there's stop you. Come in.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Because it's like faceted, so you get the light bouncing off all those angles. It's beautiful.
I like it.
Never seen that before. It's a gorgeous chain.
And it's weighty.
It is weighty. Feels good.
It feels really good.
Really pretty.
I think we need this. And there's loops where you could loop things through, aren't there? You got the holes in there, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can link things onto that as well. Really unusual. It's beautiful.
I think we need this. Now I launched this. When did I launch it? A couple of weeks ago?
Thank you.
You're welcome. 30th of June. We're going to match the launch price. I'm going to put it on top of my backboard. 8.04 grams of silver. Wait to see this. It's been diamond cut to give you this amazing. They're huge lumps of silver that have been faceted for you. They are very, very substantial. You could separate them all if you wished. I wouldn't. I just wear it as a necklace because I think it's amazing. I think it's incredible. You can feel it in my hand. 8 grams. Do you know the average necklace is about a gram, gram 0.5 for an average, well, not necklace, chain, for a sterling silver chain. That's a good average gram weight in a sterling silver chain. This is a necklace. It's been rhodium plated to protect it, as we know. I don't believe we charged extra from the plating. The price on this, if my memory serves me correctly, was unbelievable. For that gram weight of silver, 8 grams of silver, you can see how lustrous that is. There's no two ways about it. We haven't had anything else like it. Launched it in June, and these are the last of stock. 17. Oh, 70. I was nearly panicking there. Lola's in London, multi-purchases. Karen's in Ohio. I've got a GK, I hope I said that correctly. I don't think I have in Greater London. Sorry about that. I've got Buckinghamshire in with us as well. Lots and lots of you coming through. This is free post and packaging day. And you're getting it the lowest price it has ever been, which is a launch price, which was a star buy price, which was with myself, and they were so popular. How many were allocated on the day originally? Gosh, 100 were allocated. And we had it for a couple of minutes. Lola's got 2 of these. I want this as a beautiful necklace. I would give that as a 21st birthday present. I would give that as, in fact, I would give that to my friend who's just had a baby. They say the mums always get left out. The babies get lots of gifts. But it's not often that the mum gets a gift to remember the day. Obviously you've got a child to remember the day with. You're not going to forget that. But it's something to say, you know what? Well done for the past 9 months. Incredible work. Loving your work. Something like that. I don't know. I just think it's something lovely. I've never had a baby, but I can imagine after you've just had one, you might just be feeling a wee bit tired, and you might want a little bit of, you're not going to have time to really look after yourself really anymore after that. Well, not that you won't, but you know what I mean, your focus goes towards your child. So
it does, yeah.
So therefore if somebody else is thinking of you, that's quite nice, isn't it?
It's lovely to have somebody think of you, yeah, because you're right, you know, everyone's thinking of baby, but you know, it's nice to someone to think about you too, because it's hard work.
I can only imagine from seeing some of my friends and family, I can only imagine. But for that, I mean, that is a main gift for me. An anchor chain for it, I'm going to put back on. You can see me sweeping the hair back, the mane, because it's getting ready to go on. And I'll bring you the other one now. I think they look really nice together. I'll let you see. Look how lustrous that is. I just think they look gorgeous together. For me, that's all my other jewellery, my earrings, my bracelets, my rings, that's where I would maybe make, and I would just wear something less. And then vice versa, if I've got a big necklace piece, then I might just wear a simple bracelet. I like to have one big piece and the rest dainty. I alternate. But this for me, yes, yes, yes.
I've never seen that cut before, so I'll be getting a few of those when I get back.
Yeah, do you like it?
If there's any left.
It's lovely, hopefully. Well, there was 100, so it was low, but fingers crossed, because I want one as well. I'm joining you on that. This is an anchor link one. So we saw some of the ball chain earlier. This is an anchor link with the balls in between. Now this has got 3.6 grams, so not quite as high a gram weight, but it's more than double of what an average gram weight in a necklace would be, or a chain. So this is a necklace compared to a chain, if that makes sense. It's something you could wear on its own without any pendant, but there's the option, of course, of adding a pendant because it's going to be a bit more sturdy than some of the others. 16 inches for you in length, and as I say, a huge gram weight on there for a chain. But as it's a necklace, it's just perfect. You've got the balls in between every sort of inch, And you've got a fluidity that I have not really seen with any other link chain. Do you want to see it? Do you want me to sort of move it around for you? Because it's fluid on the hand, but what's really nice to see, if we can, I'm not sure how easy it'll show up, is the way it flows. Do you know what it makes me think of? It's going to sound really odd, but when you were growing up, did you ever have one of those snakes that sort of...
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. You got them in cheap shops on holiday, didn't you?
Yeah, it was like a fun toy, and you could make them hold still and become like a snake that was ready to eat you.
You held them by the tail.
Yep.
And they were in like linked sections,
Yep.
so the whole thing kind of swarmed around.
Absolutely. Well, this is like those linked sections, and it moves around for me and for my eye. That's what it moves like to me. That's the way the links move. Very fluid. Really, I mean, look at that. If I do it even closer. It's got structure to it, yet very fluid. It's got a lovely blend of both. And it's just like that snake, it had fluidity to it, but it had structure at a certain angle, a certain ways you moved it as well. I think it's great. You've got the ball in between, as we were talking about earlier with your kit, actually adding some interest, doesn't it, with that?
Absolutely, and instead of it just being one continuous strand, that little ball element breaks it open and just gives it that extra interest.
Extra interest, everything we talk about, we're all loving it, and you go to £7.95. I can't even say it. Just, well, it was a good job. I'm not here today. It's a good job. It's my day off. Oh, hold on, what was that? I'm doing overtime today and tomorrow and on Sunday. I'm not surprised they're flying out the door. It's £7.95 for a sterling silver necklace. It's been rhodium plated. Hold it down, sorry, you can't really see that. You can see it better there, forgive me. Gorgeous or gorgeous? Veronica in Cornwall's got 3. How lovely would that be as a gift? Now maybe at £17.95 that's not what you set up as a budget. I mean, that's for me. If I was getting a main present for somebody, I would definitely spend that on a loved one or a dear friend. But £7.95, maybe that's a bit more realistic as a treat present, is what we were talking about earlier, for getting a gift for somebody, just to treat them, to say thank you. Maybe they've helped you out recently, maybe they've done something for you. I know one of my friends wanted to get something for one of their friends, one of their dear colleagues, because they remembered when they were years and years and years ago helped them write their CV.
Oh.
So they thought, you know what, I've never thanked them for helping me write my CV. I want to send them a wee something.
See, it's never too late to say thank you, is it?
Exactly, and it's just, it's a lovely, thoughtful treat.
Yeah.
"16 inches. What's that? You're lovely. Phil's lovely lady doesn't like flowers.
Right.
So this would be a nice alternative to a bunch of flowers, wouldn't it?
Definitely, absolutely.
She's got a cactus.
Pet cactus.
Do you know, in Germany, as far as I understand, if you give somebody a cactus, it means you don't like their attitude. Apparently, that's what it is. So I nearly got a cactus for a friend, and they went, "You can't buy that." And they were like, I went, "Why? It's quite cool." It's like lots of, it was a big pot, ceramic pot with lots of different types of cactuses in it. It looks really quite cool. They're really almost like an ornament, but a cactus. And they went, "You can't give that." Says you think you've got a problem with their attitude. I don't know. It's not they don't like you. They just think you need to work on your attitude. I like you, but I don't like your attitude. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I was told. So I don't know. Buying cactus. Let's have a look. She's probably just going to tell me buying a cactus. I should write, what does that mean? I'm not sure the internet was invented for this, are you? It's exactly what it was invented for, finding out what cactus means. Talking about people using it for landscaping. That's nice. What does it mean when your girlfriend hangs you a cactus? I don't know, it doesn't give the answer. Well, that's not so fun. So right. Apparently in Canada, if you give a cactus, it symbolises endurance. if you're going through a hard time. I like that one. I like that. Yeah, imagine somebody from Canada gave it to somebody in Germany. That'd be right confusing, wouldn't it? Oh, it's all good. Keep strong. What's the problem with my attitude? I don't know if that's true, but that's what I was told. Yep. Anyway. You can't just pop A-grade Labradorite on because you want to. Where? Is it A-grade? I think we mentioned that earlier, did we? Whoopsie. Right, let me show you this gorgeous jewellery as well. This was made by our in-house beading buddies. Let me show you. This was made by our lovely Anne. Oh, I like that. It's got little links of chain in between. Let me move my cactus pad eye out of the way. It's not a cactus, but like cactus. Am I the only person that uses this? Still got my druzy on here. Mind you, I only used it last night, so. I was search engineing druzy last night. Prices of druzy. Hadn't had druzy in ages. Had some druzy yesterday. Sheila! Right in the middle. Look at this. Well, doesn't matter. Blue, oranges, yellows. It's all going on. That's why it's graded, because you're going to see it. Remember before when we used to spend ages trying to find one that had a bit of shiller on it? Where's the shiller? That's a quality we used to have, which was amazing. We were so pleased we even had Labradorite and Jewellery Maker. Labradorite we can make gemstone jewellery with. And now it's almost like, well, where's all the shiller? I want a whole strand full of shiller. Well, actually, it's quite difficult to get. And usually comes at a price, but not on Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker! So, we're going super low on this. Was this brought in a clearance in the past? I believe it was. Not a clearance, sorry, a star buy, sorry. Felt like a clearance, it went that low. It was me that did it. Oops. I can't remember what day, because I've been in here pretty much every day this week. And will be for the next week. So, £14.95. Are you having it? Is that what we did? Oh my, I feel a little bit naughty there. Graded Labradorite. You've got examples of jewellery, of course, from our fabulous beading buddies. Sorry, my feet, I don't know where to put my hands. They're so good. It's just everywhere. As I said before, we could maybe hold the end of the strand. Now the knots are that tight. When I used to bring it, we would be struggling to bring you a couple. Now the whole strand's got it, and now I'm struggling to get my hands out the way so that you can actually just enjoy it. My goodness gracious me. Favourite stone of ours? Well, one of your favourite stones, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tracey?
definitely. Labradorite, beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Silly question, but would you put it with silver? Silver, what you put it with?
Absolutely, every time. It's always going to be my go-to.
What other gems would you put it with? Because I know you like your Labradorite. For somebody who might use it maybe a wee bit more than others, what colours do you put with it? Blues and greens? Is there anything particular?
Yeah, there'd be maybe some little sapphires or some emeralds with them, you know, to really enhance the colours within the Labradorite. So yeah.
Imagine that. Labradorite of this quality, A grade, and then you pop in with that, just some sapphires, tanzanites. My goodness gracious me. How many treats can you treat yourself with? Wowza. Right, enjoy those. Got some really gorgeous, animal print shells. I love these. Have we got any left? In fact, I'll ask in a minute of our kit that launched earlier. If there is, I don't know if we've got any to recap that. I don't know if there are. Let's get these on for you. Oh, hello. I like these. These actually I think would, well, they go with any black blouse, wouldn't they? Any red, any pink. Just one of them as a ring would be really cool. I know you mentioned earlier that you wear you black, maybe a little bit more so. So I know you're not a pink person, but with that, just one of them maybe, would you wear one of them?
Yeah. You could force me into one, yeah.
The thing is, you can have one in the middle of a black strand.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
A little bit of a party. Doesn't have to be you don't have to be full on animal print, do you, in bright pink? You can. I think it looks great. I think it's lovely for your holiday jewellery as well, if you're fortunate enough to be going on holiday, or if you're, like majority of us, holidaying in the UK, just chilling out and having days out. Something like this So adds a bit of fun, adds a bit of interest. I just can't get over the quality of the way they're made.
They're great holiday jewellery, aren't they? Definitely holiday pieces. That's how I can see them. You could make a ring out of just one of those, or get some bracelets going on. Yeah, you can, you know, put a few of them into a neckline piece. You don't have to have them all in one go, do you?
Exactly.
You know, there's a lot going on with that one selection strand. You could do a lot with it.
There's 20 on there. I mean, that's if you did make to sell or make to give as gifts.
Yeah.
That's 20 rings you can make.
Definitely. I mean, you can easily get a bracelet, a ring, and a neckline piece out of that one strand, I see.
I think so too. £2.95 on a first come first served basis. Are you aware it's free delivery today? I know. The black spinel I keep thinking of from earlier. I'd like to put black spinel with it. Maybe you've got some of our really cool black wire recently, or red wire, or pink wire. Ooh, yes. Really lovely, because you've still got that shell. I wouldn't mind this getting wet on holiday. You know when you go out in if you do manage to go on holiday, or you get in the sunshine, and you know when people like go swimming, or I would wear that by the pool. I wouldn't mind if somebody next to me jumped into the pool and I got a bit splashed. I'd be like, it's all right. I'm okay with it. If they pushed me in, I might be a bit annoyed. Depends if I was ready to be pushed in or not. You know when you can be semi-ready because like you might have your swimsuit on. If you've got a full-on maxi dress, you don't want to be thrown in a swimming pool, do you? But I think that I wouldn't mind. You know when you see sort of celebrities like Victoria Beckham and I don't know, Beyonce and Rihanna and all the ones that wear those sort of, always see them in the magazines with the swimsuits and like jewellery that you just would never be able to afford, never mind wear on a beach.
They look very glamorous sat around the pool, don't they?
Exactly.
I don't think they're ever going to go for a swim. I think they're just sat around the pool.
Exactly, for that one photo. And then like literally it all comes off and then they go swimming. But it's like £2,000 body chains and stuff and you're like, really? Really? But I wouldn't mind wearing that if you want to wear jewellery by the pool or jewellery in the sunshine, then I wouldn't mind wearing that. I think that's really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And if you've got sort of people joining you over the summer holidays, whether it be family or grandchildren or, I don't know, scouts or guides, maybe not scouts, but girls can be scouts as well, no, so maybe scouts. And you need to make something of an evening. I remember you need to do your making badge and you do crafting badges and different things. Something like that, you can put some elastic through, make a stretchy job diddly done and made a bracelet. That price point, you could afford to get lots, couldn't you? Right. Sorry, I just saw my chips. They're still there. Yeah, they're cold now. These are lovely, back to back. These would go really lovely with your kit. Would they work in, do you think?
Definitely, yeah, because they're the same kind of iridescent colours, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah, they'd all complement really well.
Right, let's get these in both kits, whether it be the peridot or the one that had the shells in it. I think these will work really, really lovely. They reminds me of a particular type of sorts of all, with the different layers. What you've got here is what is known as a triplet. Do you know what a triplet is?
Tell me.
So a triplet is when it's got 3 layers. Quite often your opals you get doublets because they're so slim, especially Australian opals, boulder opals, so it'll be layered up. So this is a triplet because you've got a middle and you've got your shell on top and bottom.
Okay.
So it's classed as a triplet. We don't really tend to talk about that on jewellery making because we don't usually get sort of that level of opals. But it simply means you've got 3 layers and it's genuine gem. So you've got the shell here at $9.95, giving you front and back. So you might prefer the front to the back, you might just want to be able to have them so they spin around. They're all individual markings, so no two will ever be the same. We're going down from $9.95 because it's free post and packaging day. I'm not meant to be here, getting to hang out with Tracey Spurgin all day. It's the best day for me. And also, we finish in a few minutes, so nobody can catch me. When does the bus go? When does this bus go? Does anyone know? It was in at 5 this morning. The other day he was in at 10:30 at night.
Busy guy.
Yeah. He didn't leave. He was still here. The buying manager was still here at 10 o'clock on Monday night. So naughty. Cumbria there, Hampshire there, Susan's in getting multi-purchases out in Hampshire as well as Virginia. I've got Lauren in there and Tiny Weir. Virginia, don't panic. I know I've said Hampshire's got multi-purchases, but it was Susan, not yourself. So if you're thinking, I only got one, hold on a minute. It wasn't you, don't worry, but you're more than welcome to if you fancy. I've got lots of people getting involved on a first come, first served basis. With the pearls that we had of 6mm, that would be a lovely compliment to have the 10x8 and then the 6mm, wouldn't it? Should we put that together so you can see? I really like that. What do you think? Quite an unusual shape, isn't it, Tracey?
It is, but you know, it's so versatile. It can be, I can see lots of earrings out of that. You know, you can get a lot of earrings out of that strand, couldn't you? And earrings, if you're selling, you know, they're always your biggest maker in terms of money maker.
Oh,
you know,
that's good to know.
Yeah, so you can get a lot of pair of earrings out of those and make lots of money on it.
Making money, that's what Phil wants to do. That's why he bought all his pearls. Producer Philly did. Right, bottled clasp for you. Sterling silver, a star to match. Maybe you're not as talented as many of us are not. I know, I appreciate that. Many of you will be, or at least aspire to be as talented as our Tracey making starfish. But what we could maybe do, get my cloth, is buy a star in sterling silver. We could do that, couldn't we? Then we'll maybe put it with our sterling silver star jewellery that you made, actually, the starfish jewellery. I know it's a star, it's not a starfish, but oh, that's cute.
Keep the theme running, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I like that. And it's solid silver, 4.4 grams. Tongue and bottoms clasp, slips out, it's got a little groove. Get into the groove. Where it goes up a little bit, can you see there? Oh, only just. So when it goes in, it slightly lifts up so that it doesn't just pop out as and when it advances. Oops. You have to push it in though. And it clicks. So you can see how secure that is.
Quite a size, isn't it? It's a good size piece.
Could be a huge pendant. Could be a charm, could be a ring. I'm going to take it over to Tracey. Exactly what I'm going to do. Right. I've had fun today. Have you, Tracey?
Thank you. Yeah, I've enjoyed the day. Yeah, it's been good.
Oh, I've had so much fun. You have a wee
look at that. Isn't that pretty?
It's got a good gram weight, isn't it?
Yeah.
4.4 grams.
Think of that with those pearls. You could strand it with those pearls and you could actually wear that in the front way round instead of at the back, couldn't you?
Yeah, make it a feature.
Yeah, make it a feature clasp.
I like that, especially if you've got this on. It's a bit naughty.
Yeah, definitely. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Loads of luster. Tracey, do you know when you're next back with us? I know you're quite busy.
Ooh,
don't worry if you don't.
I think it's the 16th of September, so it's a little while. Got a couple of workshops in between as well, so.
Oh, here at Jewellery Maker or other ones?
Yeah, I'm here tomorrow doing a workshop.
Brilliant.
And then I'm back on the 14th and 15th doing workshops. And 16th is my next show, so. Yes.
Right. Get yourself booked on the workshops. Call us on that number. It's a free phone number from UK Landlines and many mobile providers too. Just speak to Wendy Wu and get yourself booked on the workshops, or you can do it on jewellerymaker.com. You can book on Tracey's workshops. Make sure you do that because you've seen how fabulous a teacher she is and how easy she is to learn from. So please bear that in mind if you're thinking about workshops and if you want to get in. It's always good to sort of get started with somebody there at the same time. I find it easier when somebody's saying, actually, yes, you've done it, just for reassurance.
Bit of hold-hounding.
Yeah.
Hand-holding.
Yeah, that's the one. I knew what you meant. So make sure you do that and join Tracey on the 16th. She's going to be back with us as well. So lots and lots and lots of awesomeness. I've had a wonderful day. I'm going to be back with you to 1 o'clock tomorrow. But you know what? As I said to you, the fun does not stop. It's free delivery all day, under £20 all day, all the way through till 10 o'clock. Zina's going to be joining you. Zina, who have you got with you tonight?
I've got Jan Dwyer.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hide the pearls, hide the pearls. Anything in particular?
We've got the sterling silver, stardust spaces and a gold chain going under 20.
Sterling silver and gold, and that dance means you have to stay and join them for the rest of the night, because if you didn't see that, she might just do it again if you're lucky. Tracey, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, Ali. Lovely to see you.
You too. Stay tuned. Jan and Zina on the other side. Don't go anywhere.